Dino.
Greatest show.
Hey, Amy. We'll be starting in a second here. Stream looks good so far, though. You guys hear it?
I think we should make them wait like Guns N' Roses. Come on, wait a second.
We want some 5G stream. It popped on.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
Okay. Just letting you know. It's all the We'll talk about it. We're going to shoot it.
Prepared for one thing. I come in, pew, the script's out the door. You gotta be ready for something.
Oh, see them.
Come play that song.
Oh, now it's okay. Woohoo! They could say bad on this game, but it's fine. Speed. Okay, we're almost
Does it have
done.
speed?
Does it have speed? Ooh.
Connie and Raymond Marble. Assholes.
Oh, my God. Oh, if I could remember what they said. Okay, there we go. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Late Late Crew Show. We are testing. We are testing a stream in a new place. Got
Checking
some
the
stuff
mic.
set up.
Checking the mic.
Check.
Check
1, 2, 1, 2.
Check
Yeah,
2.
I'm Dino and that's Ted. Man, it's been a long time. It's been rough.
Oh, yeah.
It's been
We
a rough
haven't
8
done anything
months.
for a...
But we're coming back every Monday. I think we're going to do our live commentaries live like we used to always do.
But not today.
Not today.
Because we picked too hardcore of a movie.
We
For
really
the three people that are watching.
We really did. Let me tell you what was going to happen. Okay, there's 5 now. Amy, leading blind. That's Star. Hi, Dino.
Oh, hey.
Hi, Ted. It's Star. Yeah, Star was there from the beginning.
Yes, she
hey,
was.
Star. Yeah. What's up?
Welcome addition to the talk.
Yes.
To the chew.
To the chew. That's the chew. But anyways, me and Ted this week, we actually had something lined up that we wanted to do the Pink Flamingos full movie commentary, okay?
Yikes. Nobody does that.
Nobody does this. And
John Waters,
They don't for a
1972.
reason. But
They don't for a reason.
We decided, I decided against it because it's just, man, is it raunchy, filthy,
It's
disgusting,
punk rock.
disturbing.
It's a big middle finger.
Oh my God.
To everyone and everything
Oh,
in America.
it's more than that.
To morals, to
The morals, to everything.
good behavior.
Oh my God. They did everything wrong. I mean, YouTube would take
Did you
us
guys ever
down
seen
if
this
we,
movie? I mean,
if we did.
anybody in the
Pink
chat, if you've
Flamingos.
seen it,
Yeah, have you
let
guys
us
seen
know.
Pink, woohoo! Star, yeah. Have you guys seen Pink Flamingos?
Have you suffered through Pink
Have
Flamingos?
you suffered? You know what? Let me tell you this about Pink Flamingos. I really like John Waters. I liked Pink Flamingos, but there's a lot of bad, stupid, really
It's not the
terrible.
kind of movie you just sit there and watch by yourself, really.
No.
Which I did.
You can, but like I rewatched it and I'm like going, okay, for me, I get it, you know, that's John Waters, it's what he's doing, but to the people out there, you guys watch this movie, you leave a comment and tell me what you think, man. This is, you've got, okay, you got penises, you got animals,
it's not just you
got blood, you got you name it, you got it.
You've got eating dog feces.
Oh, that is the sickest
You've
part
got
of
a
the whole movie.
singing, and it's real. In case you didn't know, it's
yeah.
100% real.
Hey, poops. Divine
That singing butthole
goes over there. The singing butthole is just so.
And I can only say it's just the
They
singing
had a
butthole.
big old party. We'll be talking about some other stuff, and if anybody in there has a question, Will I like it for reviews from it's CP. What's going on? This is we're finally up here, man. Testing. I had a trivia night last week, Phantasm. I'll be doing this, but Monday nights we'll be going live every night now, doing our commentaries.
It's just a little
test stream, little
chit
thing.
chat.
And if you missed it, like I was talking, we were going to do Pink Flamingos, but man, oh man,
you can't. It's
have you seen Pink Flamingos?
It's too hardcore for most people. It's too hardcore for YouTube, especially.
Amy B says never saw Pink Flamingos, but I did enjoy Female Trouble. Well, there you go.
If you like Female Trouble, there's no reason why you won't like Pink Flamingos.
Yes, Female Trouble was another good one. I mean, good in a terrible way. It's like we are just...
That's getting a Criterion release soon. Do you know that?
Is it really?
Female Trouble. Waters will have 2 movies in the collection.
One thing I could tell you about me and Ted is we go against the grain on just about everything everybody else does in the community on YouTube.
Right.
We pick the cheesiest, worst horror movies there are and do
because
our
that's what you did back then. Because you went to the video store and you looked at a box and you said, "This looks cool. Hobgoblins. This looks like a great movie. I'm gonna love this." You pop it in,
CP.
And it's a turd.
And it's a turd. But you know what? Some of the worst movies we've done, like Hobgoblins. Street Trash, which I wouldn't call that horrible at all. That was actually a good one. But Hobgoblins was a terrible movie. You can see the hand with the...
But if you watch it with friends, it's like...
Yes, when me and you watched it after and did the commentary, I'm like, oh, this is the best movie ever.
So many times. I'll come over and go, man, you made me watch this movie. But then when we do it, it's like, oh, yeah, this is funny.
This is the funniest thing ever.
Like, we got to start watching it because we don't watch them together. He watches it, I watch it. And we don't script anything. We just come together and bam, whatever happens.
Yes, that's what we do. Magic.
I got to share my Pink Flamingo story.
Go ahead.
My Pink Flamingo
story.
Pink
Flamingos.
Since we were going to talk about what we were going to do.
Polyester was another good one.
Yeah, Polyester. I mean, John Waters got a lot of great movies. He hasn't done one in ages.
Believe it or not, I like these first early trashy ones
because these are
way better
punk rock movies.
Way better than Crybaby and all his
absolutely hairspray.
When he went legit and they gave him money.
Yeah, Pink Flamingos was made for $10,000. All right, and it's grossed millions.
Sean's
up. So 1997.
Just me, I love Polyester people. Okay, go ahead.
1997 was the 25th anniversary of Pink Flamingos. It was put back in the theaters. Mm-hmm. And that's when I was in my 20s, and I was all into, the independent movies and going up to the art house theater and seeing whatever they had playing, getting into directors.
Right.
And
I think you introduced me to Pink Flamingos.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
Because I didn't know anything about it. The local papers
like, watch this. And Divine gives her son a...
Well, I didn't know anything that it was about. Even the newspaper... didn't really tell you what it was about. Just that it's this cult movie. It's you got to see it.
Yeah.
And none of my other friends, nobody would go with me. I travel to a theater that's about 40 minutes away to go see it.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in a little theater. This art house theater, the theaters are so small that I think my TV at home is bigger than some of their screens.
Serial Mom's good. Okay, I give you that one. Okay.
He's got a lot of... none of his movies are out now.
Keep up with the chat here.
So here's the Pink Flamingos story.
Hello, you
So I go by myself to a midnight showing of Pink Flamingos.
Right.
I sit down. Mm-hmm. The movie's playing. Everyone around me seems to have already seen this movie. All right, and I'm watching, and if for the
telling you, if you love it, it's a movie that people will watch over and over if you're into that kind of stuff.
For people who dig this movie, and if you're in the chat,
exploitation times 50. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm sitting there watching. I had never seen a movie like this before.
No,
I've seen the David Lynch movies and lots of other independent films. And
radio,
I'm watching this going
radio.
I mean, I'm not even laughing. I was just. Real, I mean, you could tell the shit's real. And
hey, Barry Manilow's on.
Right.
She was a showgirl.
Copacabana.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
And I was just, I don't know what to. And then the end scene with the dog feces, and I just love the words. What you're about to see is the real thing, and it is 100%.
When that voice popped up.
That's John Waters.
Yeah, for every scene, John Waters, when he would describe it, you asshole. I mean, it was so
Raymond
fun.
And Connie Marble, you assholes. But,
I love it, man.
The head scene, the dog feces, the butthole.
The chicken and that.
The chicken.
Yeah, that was terrible.
If you're an animal lover, that one's going to bother you.
Yeah, and we'll stop right there.
And then I love
God.
Like if you watched it on home video after and so yeah, I watched it by myself, going, "What the hell am I watching?"
I bet you guys haven't seen Phantom of the Paradise.
The Paradise? Bull effing shit. I love Phantom of the Paradise. Jessica Harper from Suspiria, and I love Paul Williams. All right, we grew up in the '70s. We know Paul Williams.
Yeah, we do.
So, not just from the Muppet Show and stuff, but from his actual, like Carpenter
Paul
songs.
Williams.
Love Paul Williams.
Yes.
Phantom of the Paradise. It's a weird movie, but you haven't seen it, I don't think. But I've told you about it recently.
Yeah, it's on my list.
I know I mentioned it during the Suspiria commentary we did, but even
Connie. Yeah, Connie and what was their names? Marty.
Who? Connie? Marty? What? Crackers? Cotton?
Connie Marble and Raymond Marble. I'll tell you, the best thing I liked about Pink Flamingos, by far, and over the years, I want to get a big poster. The egg lady. Edith.
Eggs. Oh, eggs. God, Eggman.
Eggman. Is the Eggman coming? Oh. I mean, the lady was just a trip.
They found her. She was working at a Greek bar. And she just was the barmaid.
Oh, yeah.
Working down in whatever neighborhood that they were working.
Half these people were just trashy hillbillies. They got together to play this movie. And
I remember the videotape, because I rented it to show to the woman who would become my wife. Yeah. Because I wanted to test her, if she could stand Pink Flamingos.
Test her.
And even at the end, there's deleted scenes and stuff. And John Waters even says about the chicken scene. He says, I don't know what...
Yes, it is, Sean.
I don't know what animal lovers get in such a tizzy about. He's like... The chicken got to be in a movie. It got laid, and then we ate it. So.
Oh my God.
And you know.
But when you're sitting there watching that scene,
it got laid.
It is. I'm sitting there staring at it because Connie, right, his lover or something like that was in there, and got a kick out of watching Crackers do what he does with these women, and I'm like going,
that wasn't Connie.
No.
Connie and Raymond Marble. The
girl
that he was doing the thing with the chicken with.
Well, see, I don't even know.
I don't remember her name, Susie or something, or
Babs.
Was
Crackers,
it Sandy?
Whatever.
Sandy Sandstone.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it was a trip. Hey, Luke, what is up, buddy? What is up? Confused Reviews. Great channel. Doc, what is up? He says Pink Flamingos should have had a sequel called Blue Garden Gnomes.
Actually, there was a sequel written called Pink Flamingos Forever. Oh. And it was going to be set about 15 years later. And Troma, the guys who do,
yes.
What's its
name? Lloyd Kaufman, Toxic
Avenger movies, offered Waters the budget to do it.
Good amount of money.
Amount of money to do it. But by that time, Divine had a successful music career, not so much in the States, but in Europe, kind of disco-y, techno-y, before anybody else was doing it.
Right.
And had even done some legit film roles as a man and as a woman. He did both. And his manager didn't feel that would be a good idea for him to go back to that type of film.
Right.
Because it was going to be done the same sort of, a little bit more money, but the same gonzo kind of way.
Yeah,
so it never went through. But John Waters wrote a book, and the script for it's in, I can't remember the name of the book.
Yeah.
You could find it, though. And the script for it's in there. So there was a sequel. It was going to have her son in it, too, named Dwayne, I think. But it was still going to have Cotton, Crackers, Grandma,
that would have
been grandma. Awesome. And she died as well.
If
Edith Massey had died, so another reason why they didn't.
If you put a little bit of money into a sequel for Pink Flamingos, though, you think it would be any... You know what I mean? Can you capture what they had when he really put that together?
You can't make a Pink Flamingos movie with money. I mean, they filmed that movie on the weekends, and then he scrounged for money during the week. And they stole a lot of stuff that was in that movie.
I love the scenes where they're in the trailer, too, and the egg lady, you could see their breath.
Yeah,
when the Eggman proposed to her. We're getting married. And you can see the breath, because it's just cold.
Divine got arrested for shoplifting during the making of that movie. Stealing something, and said that he got off because he said that he was an actor and he was getting in character, and they let him off for that.
Wow.
Or even the scene at the beginning, just another thing, just how they would do it. Remember when Divine's just walking down the street? It's mostly black folks there, but everyone's just looking. They did that cold. Oh. Those were not extras.
Oh my God! How many
just that person walking down the street?
How many do you think takes were just cold? Probably a lot.
The work print was the master copy. There was no, There was no like A reel, B reel. It was this is it. Yeah. This is the movie.
So we're getting into the Pink Flamingos anyways here, but yeah, the movie was
because it's an important movie.
It was a movie that we really couldn't do a commentary on because I usually put in and edit the videos, the scenes and stuff. Man,
but you know why else it's important? Because it was it wasn't the first, but it was one of the first to usher in the midnight movie. Mm-hmm. All right, the first goes to Night of the Living Dead. Yeah. After its initial run, Night of the Living Dead became the midnight movie. Right. Then I believe it was followed by El Topo, which is sort of a Spanish psychedelic western. I've seen it. It's weird. If you want to watch it, watch it.
Let me just say something real quick. Luke confused reviews. Okay, he says doing a Flamingo sequel would be like Marvel doing a Toxic Avenger reboot. Just wouldn't work. Let me tell you, Luke is still, I'm pretty sure, you're still in high school. This kid, I'm sorry, Luke. I can call you a kid. I'm older than you are. But I love the guy. I love the channel. He's so good at what he does.
Have you seen this movie, Luke?
That's what I'm saying.
You shouldn't have seen this movie.
Luke. Well, he's old. Well, I think he's about 17. Am I wrong, Luke? But anyways,
you still shouldn't have seen this movie.
This kid knows all his horror, man, and everything else.
You mean he'll watch a black and white Wolfman movie?
Yes.
Good for him.
Yes, he is a lover of the horror genre. Right. And me and Ted was talking about this a while ago, about the horror genre and how from even young kids and stuff, like 2000 on, like that's all they know. And a lot of them will tell you, I don't watch anything 2000 before because it all looks like crap. Why would you look at a black and white movie? I would say it's because
they're the best.
Well, and not just that. It's because that's where all of this stuff came from. Well, not necessarily. All this new stuff is I don't know.
Well, anyway, it all built.
Right. Know? But how if you're a horror connoisseur and lover, if you're a lover of the genre, you are not going to just say screw the 40s all the way back to Silence. But the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s? I mean, come on. What horror fan says, I don't want to watch an 80s movie?
How many times have I said they ain't made a good horror movie since Monster Squad? I mean,
I'm telling you,
they made a good one.
Oh, my God. Yes,
but then you had Pink Flamingos, which became a huge midnight movie.
Universal flicks.
And then, which led over to, Rocky Horror Picture Show. And Rocky Horror Picture Show ended up being the winner, the one that... with the Eraserhead, that group there was like the original
and
midnight
we did a full
movies.
Commentary on Eraserhead, and that actually
I don't know how we did that.
Oh, Ted, I listen back sometimes to our old commentaries, especially on iTunes, and it's good. It's a good commentary, man. Listen to it, man.
But those were the original midnight movies.
And again, I'll throw it out there.
Now they throw any movie out there at midnight. Big Lebowski, Aliens, whatever. Anything could be midnight. But that group of films were some of the originals. There may have been a couple others, but those were the ones that made it possible for the midnight movie.
Just me. I love all giallo. Yes, it's Suspiria.
Giallo,
the Italian horror. Yes, I do too. I mean,
Even, what's the other one? Zombie, which was listed. It was like Dawn of the Dead 2.
Right.
That one's kind of cool. It's got some eerie scenes in it.
Yes, it does.
Cannibal Holocaust is that's not a giallo, but neither is Zombie. Never.
Little twisted there too.
The best ones, that would be like Dario Argento.
Yeah.
Like if you've ever seen Deep Red or Tenebra.
Deep Red.
Deep Red's a pretty cool movie.
Everybody keeps telling me to watch Tenebra. I haven't seen that yet.
It's all right.
Yeah,
it's all right. Okay. I like Deep Red and Suspiria better.
Right. Okay.
Bird with the Crystal Plumage. And there's actually a lot of things in common. If you take like Bird with the Crystal Plumage, Deep Red, and Suspiria.
Yeah.
Kind of the premise of all three movies is I don't want to say necessarily the hero or the main character.
Yeah.
It's them trying to solve a mystery and trying to remember something that they know. It's like in the back of their head, like they saw something, and they spend the rest of saw something, or in Susie's case, in Spirit, she heard something, and it's spending the rest of the movie trying to figure out what did I see, what did I hear, and then when they finally do, then the mystery's solved. But all three of them are like that. What are you doing that for?
See, this is what I missed. I missed not being able to just let loose and do whatever the hell I wanted. Because it was hard to record, man. As you guys knew, we did a commentary every week for 3 years. And then the past 8 months, a lot of stuff happened. And I went, so, getting back into this,
We're
man.
We're still putting it out there.
Oh, hell yeah. We'll be doing it for as long as this is our thing, man.
Until we run out
every
of movies.
Monday. So, I mean, we'll be live every Monday.
It's the only thing I look for. It's the only time I get away from my family.
Dr. Metal Freak says, kind of weird seeing Ted in a Superman shirt. Yeah. I actually tried Superman Kryptonite cookie dough ice cream earlier. And Just Me says deep red. Yes, so he must like it too.
You see, I didn't buy this shirt for myself.
No.
And I have like 5 Superman shirts.
Yeah.
But I'm not even like a big... I love the story of Superman, but I'm not even like a big superhero nut. I don't watch any of these movies.
Yeah.
Like I watched the original Christopher Reeve movie, and that's all I'd ever want to watch. I don't even care for Superman 2 that much.
Oh, jeez.
You know, I just like the original,
hey,
Superman.
We're cheesy lovers, you know?
Cheesy
lovers.
So I don't, I mean, I wear it just because, I'm a fat ass and it fits me.
Yeah, whatever extra large shirt he can throw over.
Right. I mean, I can't wear a Blue Oyster Cult every day.
I'm trying to convince Ted to wear a muumuu.
I should.
It would be really cool.
I could have worn my Superman tank top. It's 30 degrees outside. I should have.
But yeah, I don't know what more to say about Pink Flamingos except that was just a movie we couldn't do. So we'll be getting.
And he made me
actually
watch.
Next
I had
week,
actually promised myself that I never needed to watch that movie again.
Yeah,
I probably could have done a commentary on it without having watched it.
Right.
And I even watched on Hulu. If you have access to Hulu, there's a great documentary about Divine called "I Am Divine," and I watched it yesterday morning, and I thought it was pretty fair and. Everybody seemed to just really love this guy, and he died when he was 42. Died of heart failure and everything, cardiomegaly, when he was 42, younger than I am.
Yeah, it's scary, man, when stuff like that happens.
But he was a big dude.
Yeah, big dude. Confused Reviews, Luke says, everybody needs a break, Dino. Glad you're back. We'll be waiting here for you if you take a break again, of course. Thank you, man.
Yeah, we didn't necessarily need a break. It just sort of... was forced upon us.
Yeah. Whole mess of stuff going on there.
Well, I tell you guys, when you got families and stuff, a lot of you younger maybe, but when you got kids and families, it's just this becomes a little bit more challenging, and more for you, right. Because I do it at your home.
Yeah, right.
I have to come over your house. I get to leave my family and come over here.
Just remember, you guys, if you guys like listening to us too, we're on iTunes.
Oh, yeah, with headphones, I sound like hot.
Just look up the Late Horror Show or Horror Town. Yeah, Sweet Butter Soul. Hey, some of the best podcasts, man, I'm telling you. But anyways, so next week, though, we're going to do Nosferatu, the 1979 version.
Right.
Right?
This is a movie
I have not seen this one yet, so...
It's a remake of the original Silent.
And it'll be a full live movie commentary.
And it's one of the few remakes that I don't want to say I necessarily like better, but I like equally.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen it, try to watch it. Be prepared. Do your homework. Yeah. It's available on Blu-ray, and it was filmed simultaneously in English and in German. So it doesn't really matter which version you watch because they're both legit.
Right.
There's not really any differences as far as performances or anything.
Yeah.
But I showed you just like the first few minutes, the opening credits alone. If you watch in the dark with the mummies that they show and the music, it's really cool. And I've been wanting to do it for a long time.
Oh, man, I'm just looking at the people. They still want us to continue to talk about Pink Flamingos.
Hey, man, I'll talk Pink Flamingos till the cows come home. What do you want to know?
Well, lead it. Star says, I want to do videos about horror by the decade. Of course, that would be cool. Demon Barber, Fleet Street, 30s. Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent movie, man. I mean,
people think Sweeney Todd with
Johnny
Depp
was
the
Christmas.
first time they did that.
Hey, Just Me, we did a commentary on Black Christmas. Go back. Check out our videos.
Way back. We did it a long time ago.
It was a while ago, but love that movie.
I think we did it during that. We did a whole month of Christmas movies.
Yes.
During the holidays, we did Saint, whatever. We did. Hell, we did Gremlins. Yeah. We did Christmas Horror Story.
But Black Christmas... That's what I love. That feeling and the feel to that movie was just magnificent. I loved it. Yeah, there you go. You got what's it over there? Kiss. Oh, Kiss. Detroit Rock City?
No, Rock and Roll. No.
Rock and Roll.
From Alive. Yeah, got some tunes playing in the background.
See
if YouTube. We're curious to see if YouTube picks it up. And
I got my Sirius going over there. Got the 70s going, rocking. But since we got Pink Flamingos, we're in the mood.
I would like to know who's that guy who made his butthole go in and out like that.
Oh, my God.
If you guys haven't seen this, you could probably find that clip online somewhere. Not on YouTube, I don't think.
Amy B says there's supposed to be another Nosferatu with Doug Jones playing the title character.
He's probably the guy to do it. I mean, do you know who that is? That's the guy that played like the fish man in the Hellboy movies. I think he was the creature in the Shape of Water. I think it might have been him.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know. But who else is going to shimmy into that suit?
Well, no, right? Yeah, no.
But you need someone who's really thin like that.
Very thin, frail, and has got. You kind of need that little bit of... You can do that through prosthetics and makeup.
And that's kind of what they did, even in the original Nosferatu and in the remake, is slowly he gets a little bit more rat-like. And quite honestly, these Nosferatu films are more faithful to the source material, the novel, than Bela Lugosi's Dracula or any of the others. Not 100% faithful. Like, even in Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula, there's stuff in there that's not in any of the other movies that is in the book. Mm-hmm. But none of them have done it quite right.
Right.
Francis Ford Coppola is good. You know, he takes a little bit of the historical character and puts it in there. But in many ways, it's kind of the closest. Okay. But as far as that feel, the Nosferatu, both of them.
Like anything.
And the remake is a little bit more hypnotic, I think.
Like anything, though, if you read the novel, you get your own impression in your head.
Right.
Although most people do agree with you that, you know, Francis Ford Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula is...
Yeah, I think he just needed to pick a couple of better actors for certain roles.
Yeah.
But some of them were perfect. You know, some of the actors were great. But again, not everything was perfect, but it was good. It was good. It's one that I like a lot.
Yeah, get that exact.
But that's not a book that I feel too bad about. I mean, I feel like you can interpret lots of different ways. Some books are just holy grails, and you can't.
Dr. Metal Freak. Listen, if you guys are listening on iTunes, you could always go back. I'm throwing out chat from YouTube. I always watch it when we're doing the live stuff to see what people got to say and stuff like that. It's always funny. Channel Sundown. Oh, Amanda, there you are, girl. We are going to do something live very soon. She is a fun girl. I would say anybody to go check out Channel Sundown. She's very fun. What more can I say? She loves fun. She loves her 80s horror as much as we do.
Oh.
She's got so many top 10 lists from the 80s horror. It's mind-boggling. But keep it up, Amanda. Cool. I want to see it all, okay? Jaime,
Dino the other day Fuego! And he made me take my clothes off.
Don't get nude, Ted. Please do not get nude.
Again.
Fuego is in the house. And you know what, Fuego? I am going to do an interview with you. I want to just talk to you. I want to get in your head with your Stephen King stuff and a little bit more of your horror stuff. I think you'd be up for that. I got a very popular paranormal show that I interview popular people.
Now you're going to bring that up and you're going to make me sad. Art Bell died. But
we won't get into that here. We're going to keep it fun. I would love to talk to you pretty soon. But anyways, Dr. Metal Freak, I was going back to that. I'm all over the place now. I'm back at it. I'm back in action. Mm-hmm. Like Mel Gibson.
Is he back in action?
I don't
know. Is he getting work?
He's doing stuff.
Cool.
But him and Robert De Niro, they got to act funny now.
I guess.
Do I look funny to you?
When you get old,
do I look funny to you?
Do I look funny to you?
I'm 80 years old. I think I'll go to comedy. Just sit back and relax.
Don't you got enough money that you can just gracefully fade back?
He said most deaths too. Awesome, Fuego. We will do that. Jaime and Fuego. Dr. Metal Freak. Man, I got to go back here because you said something really funny, Doc. You said, let's see, Doug Jones, better to play Nosferatu than Vin Diesel. Probably. I think Vin Diesel's, just about done. Speaking of Dynamite, Noon ever thought of sticking in the chest of vampire, just saying. Okay, but anyways. So, hey, Amanda, where you go, man? Where you at? But anyways, like I was saying, I always pop these on.
Scare them away. And I scare the hot chicks away.
Oh, Amanda's cool. She knows what I'm talking. Anyways, does it every time. But hey, next week, Nosferatu 1979.
Some blood sucking.
Great opening scene. We will be back at these live commentaries again.
No popping buttholes.
And no, we were going to do Pink Flamingos.
The drool scene.
In what?
In Pink Flamingos. When
Divine
and Crackers.
Divine and Crackers goes to Connie.
God.
The Marble's house, and starts licking everything.
To defile their house.
So that the house and the furniture and everything they lick will reject the marbles.
And there's so much saliva and drool.
And Define is like dripping.
For Christ's sake, I'm a nurse and I can't stand boogers and saliva.
Boogers and drool.
I can put my hands in your guts and work your intestines.
Oh my God!
But if you got a runny nose, you're on your own. I'm not helping you.
Yeah,
there's a box of tissues.
I don't like boogers and drool.
Which
is why subspecies.
Oh, and I like those movies.
Those are great movies, but the vampire, the main vampire,
the damn drool.
He's got that stone. What is that stone again?
The bloodstone.
The bloodstone. Where he sucks on it to give him this, and he's just drool is everywhere.
God, man, I'd be like,
Full Moon,
man. Why do you have
love Full Moon? Leave it to them to give you a great movie, a great show, and a lot of drool.
Be like, dude, back off on the drool, man.
All right, save that stuff up in a bottle and sell it.
No, God.
Just put a little bit of vodka in it and the drool, 50-50.
Spitting bugs.
And you call it, what would you call that? I don't know. Hot down the throat.
You're turning my
drool. I know, okay, I'll stop talking about drool.
My God. Spitting boogers.
Well, what made me sick was the ending scene of Pink Flamingos when she put that, and she's going, ugh.
And I mean, that was not easy to do. They said that they fed that dog steak for 3 days and kept it inside. Didn't let it go to the bathroom.
No.
Then it wouldn't go to the bathroom. They gave it an enema and followed it around. And even when it did crap, it didn't go that much.
No.
And he freaked out a little bit after that happened and called a hospital and pretended, I read this online as I was getting ready for the show, pretended like, hey, my kid ate dog crap. Can anything bad happen? And
speaking of Pink
someone in the emergency room said, worst case is they might get worms. You get some white worms in their stool or something like that. But, and people forever would ask him about, like, even when he was trying to do legitimate roles, people would always ask him stupid questions about that. And it'd be like, even his mom, like on her deathbed or whatever, well, he died before her. But,
oh my God. Ramon. He goes, are you guys planning on any full moon movies down the road?
Well, we've done a handful.
We have done a handful.
We've done Puppet Master 1 and 2.
Yes.
We attempted to do Subspecies, but I think it got screwed up.
Yeah.
So it's a shorter version. Death Twitch helped us with that.
Yeah, Death Twitch helped.
And
that was the one video commentary where we did it, the whole thing, and my mic was unplugged from the computer.
Yep. And I said, I'm not doing the whole damn thing over.
No.
Because we've done that a few times. I think there's a time.
I think we've done it.
Like, we've been like 40 minutes into a movie, I think.
Out of 3.5 years, I think 3 times.
Our record is pretty good.
That's pretty damn good. But anyways.
We tried to do, what was that one? The Creeps. But it was just not a good movie, and we just kind of... We talked a little about it.
That was bad.
But recently, we've done 2 recently. Head of the Family, which we loved. One of the most beautiful women in the world's in that movie. Can't remember her name.
Yeah.
And we just did Demonic Toys 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
So we've done a handful.
Yeah, we have.
There's still a few that I think are worth doing.
Well,
certainly
there's plenty
some
of
Puppet Master movies.
Yeah, some more Puppet Masters. Doll Man, I think we were talking about.
Doll Man would be kind of cool.
Fuego says the dead hate the living.
I know of it. I've never seen it, but I remember the box. It looked almost like the Fluke Man from X-Files on the box. I remember seeing it, but I never did see it.
No, yeah. There's plenty we got to get to eventually, and we will. Star says Vampire Resurrection or Meridian.
Meridian.
Guys, please.
Meridian was a good one.
Dish! I'm sorry, real quick. We'll talk about that. Meridian. Dish, Dino, and the other guy. How are you?
Dino and the other guy.
Jamie time. There we go.
I've been here since the beginning.
They're fun as hell. Well, I'm the one always on.
I know.
Single. I wish you could be here for everything.
I know.
Trivia, interviews, stuff like that, but it's Mondays only.
I'm just a guest host.
We're back on Mondays Live anyways.
Right.
Meridian's
a good one. It's sort of like a Beauty and the Beast type of... it's a classy full moon movie.
Okay, so like an ugly beast of a man and a beautiful woman.
What's the name of the little guy that was in Troll? Oh, we did Troll as well. That's not full moon, but it's related. Right. The little guy that was in Troll and the Creeps, he's in it. Yeah. And Sherilyn Fenn from Twin Peaks. When Twin Peaks was coming out, she was really freaking hot.
If nobody's seen Stephen G. Atkins, hello everyone. What's going on, Stephen G. Atkins? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. If you guys haven't seen Creeps, okay, the full moon movie, where they're all little people.
Like mini Frankenstein,
Dracula. You go and see it. But you know what? I'd say watch it with friends.
Yeah, don't have expectations way up here.
Not higher expectations. But Ted, that girl in there.
Which one?
She was...
Oh, in Head of the Family? Is that what we're talking about?
That too.
Yeah. Oh, the girl in Head of the Family was...
No, but the Creeps.
I don't remember the girl in Creeps because the girl in Head of the Family...
The movie store guy?
Yeah, I mean, I remember the movie, but...
Yeah, but then... we got different tastes in women. He liked them little... You know, he likes choo-choo trains, you know? And,
I like some meat.
Little pieces...
You know, I like when there's something to grab hold
there
of.
There we go. Nightmare Files question. Throw it at me, man. Here we go. Question. I started my channel almost 2 weeks ago. What would be your advice? The Bearded Slasher is here too. What's up, man? Back at it, man. I'm so happy to be doing this again. I feel so good. What would be some
advice for someone just starting out?
But for somebody just starting out, man, I'm telling you, if you do your YouTube channel, me and Ted's done this for 3.5 years, roughly. You know, I pounded everything when I first started. I mean,
I guess just you did. You got
make your Facebook
with,
group.
Yeah.
You get involved with other channels.
You took care of all that.
Try doing stuff with them. Of course, your Twitter, your Tumblr, Instagram. There's Horror Amino out there. But streaming, just getting information out everywhere. Now, don't spam everybody. You don't want to do that. That's why I kind of made my own groups, which is a very good thing. Start making your own horror groups.
Join the groups.
You know, and make your own and grow your own horror group. I got Horror Town, where there's a lot of people there. I've got paranormal communities and stuff like that. So getting it out there is the number one thing you can do. I would say be yourself, you know.
Yeah.
And do what you love.
Yeah, talk about what you like.
Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Just do your thing. Otherwise, what's the point?
If we did what everybody else did.
I mean, you know, if we did it what everybody else did.
We purposely try to talk about the movies that no one else does. You know, I mean, you know, like the classic franchises and stuff. We stay away from that stuff like the friggin' plague most of the time. And
cool star, I'll have to. Leading blind star. I'll check out your channel. Yeah, do some horror stuff. That's cool.
Okay, that's what I say. You know, we don't have, you know, the numbers that other people have or whatever. Our content's a little longer. You know, we do something. It's hard for us to do like a little 15-minute thing. I mean, we're talkers.
We're talkers. We like to do the commentaries, so that's our thing.
And, you know, we love radio.
It goes along too with our iTunes channel.
We love radio, and we love that kind of format, and like the podcasts and stuff. We listen to a lot of podcasts.
So think about it.
We almost view it more as, I think, a podcast more than a video thing,
right?
Because we get lots of people on
lots
iTunes.
of people on iTunes, which is a really cool thing from all over the planet. Of course, here too, but totally different thing, except you see us here. So, you know, I'm constantly throwing out hints that, hey, if you're listening in iTunes, man, jump over to the YouTube channel, The Late Late Horror Show, and you can see us if you want. A lot of times the movie's playing there, you know, clips and this and that. So, you know, it's fun.
But we just sort of fell into how we did it. At first we were just going to talk about movies, and then it started, we started, like, you know, we'd have the movie playing, and it started just turning into a sort of a MST3K kind of commentary kind of thing, and that's just sort of what we fell into, and it worked.
And I tell you, if you go back in our commentaries, man, I'm telling you, it's some of the early ones, you know, even too. I mean, there's gems. Like we let loose in the middle of these commentaries, and just the craziest things come out of our mouth. And that's what I'm saying. It's good to. It would not be the same with just me doing this and not having Ted here. Not at all.
It's the banter.
I mean, it's the banter back and forth. You know, having a partner or somebody. We're not partners. We're married, but anyways, we got wives. But you know, anyways, the banter.
He finally made me an honest man.
You know, if you got a partner that really gets it, you know what I'm saying. You know, we dress up in our lingerie and we have pillow fights at night. You know, so you got to be able to do that. You know, to really.
I let him win.
Oh my God. Let's see, Dr. Meadows for Doc. I can't say talk, man. What's going on with me? I got no booze in me whatsoever. Okay. Doc the Metal Freak says, I quit caps a long time ago. Started wearing a bandana instead. There you go. Yeah, I've seen your videos, Doc. You do a lot of wrestling stuff with Danny Nightmare. So
hey, if it was good enough for the Hulkster, it's good
Be the
enough
best you can be, says Channel Sundown. Heck yeah. The Bearded Slasher. I ran across a crazy film called Bunny the Killer Thing. It's hilarious. You guys should check it out.
Bunny the Killer Thing.
Bunny the Killer Thing. Never heard of it. But he ran across it.
Hey.
Did you hop across it?
There's all kinds of flicks out
You know what
there.
I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Dish Outdoors is laughing. Just Me. We need to watch Mother's Day for Mother's Day. The original remake is so fun to see. You know what, Just Me? Maybe we'll do that.
It's coming up.
Is it on a Monday?
No, Mother's Day's always on a Sunday, rather. But,
okay, well, Monday
we could do it the day after.
Yeah, because we don't do nothing with our mothers. Our mothers.
Just like we should have done April Fool's Day the day after Easter, but because that was April Fool's Day.
Yeah, this is just an inside joke to Dish Outdoors. Geckos, cockroaches, ants, pigs. Okay, snakes. Anyways, there we go.
Get it out!
You guys, man, I'm telling you, I hop around to so many. That's one thing I really love. I love the live stuff that goes on.
We haven't done a live one in ages. I can't remember last time we did a live one.
Yeah. Well, because of everything that's been going on and stuff, but yeah, I got some questions here. If you guys want me to? We still talking about pink flamingos?
I'll talk about anything. Anything you freaks want to know, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I don't care. Ask me anything.
Hey, any suggestions for movies in the future, man? Pop them down here in the comments. Like, subscribe.
Yeah, if there's a cheesy
hit that
80s
bell,
movie that we didn't do, because that's what we like to do.
Ted keeps saying that we're running out of cheesy 80s movies and cheesy.
I think we've done the best of the best,
and we've done the worst of the worst.
And there's got to be some intermediate.
There's plenty more out there.
There's plenty we haven't done.
I think there's some 70s stuff, and there's even some early 90s we can do, too.
You know what we could have done for Easter?
Sorry,
guys.
that
Night of the Lepus or whatever with
Night
the
of the
rabbits
Lepus,
attacking everybody.
Jeff is here. Jeff Lloyd. What's going on, man? What's up, brother? What is that clown in the middle of the two shelves? This guy right here?
He's been with us since the beginning.
He's been with us since the beginning. Got no name, just sits there and watches you guys. So if you guys ever dream of that, at night, this guy right here. Sorry to do that to you, but
He became a little bit more prominent when we did Killer Clowns ages ago.
Ever see Hellbent?
Yeah.
Turn this way to the camera.
Sorry.
Still
there's nothing to look at over here.
Yeah, the camera, the blue camera. What's going on?
I have to stare at this little
Hellbent.
camera.
I have not seen Hellbent. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes says
now that
would be fun. We could do that.
I still remember the part in that movie when the kid's with his dog.
Okay.
Remember that? And
got it, Justin.
They hear a little rustle in the bushes and the dog walks off. He's like, Spot? What is it, Spot? And you just hear, gosh, Billy, I don't know. I'm going to go take a look.
Oh, so my God. Well, that's what I love. Yeah. What's another good one? Meet the Feebles? Another.
Oh, man.
Well, I know. Ted's against that one.
No, I'm not against it. It's just.
It's another. It's the puppets, the whacked out.
It's just a whacked out movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so hard to believe that.
Puppets
we
are
got
drugs.
Lord of the Rings trilogy out of that.
Out of Peter Jackson? Yeah.
Hey,
man, I'm telling you.
I guess, No, you're the one who first told me about Meet the Feebles.
Oh, yeah.
I rented that up at that Beware video.
Oh, my God. The Bearded Slasher says, can we name the clown Pepe Le Pew?
Is that a copyrighted name?
Sure. I mean, yeah, he's Pepe Le Pew. There
we
you
have
go.
no name for him.
I want to hit you guys up for the old horror movie stuff because I haven't seen much pre-1950s, says Star, leading a blind. You're on Candid Camera, huh? You know what? I would tell you. Okay, and Amy says.
Who said that? Who wants the primer on what to watch?
Star said that.
Oh man.
We would love to do. This is the thing. And hold on a second. I'll get to you in a second. Meet the Feebles. Muppets on Crack, amazing. Yes. I agree with you 100%. Jaime and Fuego from that horror
That was just a weird movie to watch.
Flesh-Eating Mothers, Pure Cheese, Meet the Feebles, Just an Insane Muppets on Acid Movie, yes. Yeah. And getting back to Star in the pre-1950s horror, you know what? We would have almost dedicated this whole channel and YouTube thing to all black and white horror movies. I mean, that's how much we love the old Universal horrors, and there's just way more than that.
Even beyond it, I love pre-code movies.
Pre-code movies. I mean, there was a movie we did not long ago called The Bat, and it's where they got the what's his name got the inspiration for Batman. Okay, and this movie, the cinematography and the effects in this. There were some real cool
scenes in that movie.
Okay, it's not pure horror by no means.
No, more of a thriller, mystery
type thing, but. Such a good movie. And these movies, go back and watch what we did. It's The Bat, okay? Commentary. Just put that in, you'll get it.
If you want me to throw a few out, I mean, there's Freaks.
Go ahead. Well, Freaks,
you haven't
we
seen
did that
Freaks?
too.
That movie
awesome
is
movie,
86 years old. I mean, and it's still so cool because that movie doesn't get made today. There's no way does that movie get made today.
No. I mean, but...
Island of Lost Souls.
I don't care how many
ages ago.
I don't care about everybody says about the Freaks and stuff like that and how it's touchy subject and everything like that. The director just took so much pride in what he did in that film. So
and it got butchered. It's a little over an hour long.
Yeah.
And there's so many things that were filmed that are just lost.
Yeah.
But there's a couple right there. I mean, I don't know if you could think of any other really cool ones to throw out there. White Zombie. With Bela Lugosi. It's a fantastic.
It's not too many.
Really eerie.
I tell you, all the sequels to Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, they're all fun. The Mummy.
They're fun.
They're all fun.
What's cool
I'm
about
not saying
watching
they're the best, but they're all fun.
They get a little sillier as they go on.
Right.
But the cool thing is, if you watch the Dracula, the Frankenstein, and the Wolfman movies in the order that they came out, it's honestly like watching one big movie. Because one picks up where the other does.
Yeah.
Except for, like the main movies, the Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, Dracula, and Wolfman.
Right.
But all the sequels that come in after those really do pick up where one leaves off.
Oh, yeah.
That
was the real
Dracula's
Universal universe.
At the second Dracula ends.
Yeah.
And all that. So
real Universal monster.
It's like watching a big movie.
It's so sad.
The first shared universe.
Yes. Mm-hmm. But it's so sad that they weren't able to do that and pick that up. Now with everything they can do with movies and stuff like that, and they attempt it, and they put Tom Cruise in the Mummy, and they butcher everything.
I think they're just afraid if they don't have a big name in it, no one's going to go see it.
Well,
because look what they did with the Wolfman. Or was it Joe Dante or whatever? Not Joe Dante. Can't remember who directed the damn movie, but it's off the top of my head.
Not Fred.
But it had Anthony Hopkins, which he doesn't put asses in seats.
No.
And Benicio del Toro, who doesn't put asses in seats. And
yes, he did, Amy B. Todd Browning working a carnival. Yes,
he did. Yep. Yes, he was a carny. He used that in his films.
Got to go with the silent Nosferatu, says Jaime and Fuego. Yep.
You can't go wrong with that film. You can't go. But if you haven't seen the 1979 one, it's similar and different at the same time. That it's an equal, I think.
Yeah, I'm just looking. Growing up, Dr. Metafreak says, growing up, I swear Vincent Price was the devil. We were talking about, what was the movie you were talking about us doing soon with Vincent Price?
Witchfinder General.
Witchfinder General.
He plays a real bastard in that movie.
A real prick.
And if you haven't seen it, it's fantastic. Or it's also known as the Conqueror Worm in other countries.
Yeah.
Vincent Price is my favorite actor.
Fall of the House of Usher was the first film I saw as a kid that I connected with Vincent Price with. And I saw that and I'm like going, because I always loved Edgar Allan Poe. Mm-hmm. In school I loved it. I loved the dark poetry, what he brung from that. And seeing that movie and seeing Vincent Price, I'm just like going,
the whole collection he did with Roger Corman, they're all great. I own all of them. And matter of fact, on my phone, I have them all on my phone because I just love to watch them. Those films that they did, those gothic horrors.
Yes.
And, Vincent Price did lots of great movies, but none of them are as good as the gothic horrors that he did with Roger Corman.
Jaime and Fuego says he does prefer the 70s remake of Nosferatu, I'm sure he's saying.
Oh, cool. Because, I'm not even putting a preference. It's just they're both really damn good.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, The Silent is eerie and freaky if you watch it in the dark. And
I even like the movie William Dafoe did that.
Shadow of the Vampire.
Shadow of the Vampire.
About the making of Nosferatu.
Yes.
Just how much Max Schreck got into that character.
Excellent movie. If you haven't seen Shadow of the Vampire with William Dafoe about the movie Nosferatu, please go see it. Tell me what you think, man. Just check it out. One night, just go ahead and watch it. Before I get backed up here, somebody left a message. It looks like a long one. Stephen G. Atkins. The sequels have a remarkable follow-through to them, with a couple of exceptions. So did the Mummy series. The characters from the previous film show up elderly to pass on the scrolls.
Yes.
Jake Harris. So, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot their name. Chick and something else or something like that. So, I can't remember their names.
We're talking Abbott and Costello. Hey, Chick!
I don't know. But, no, he's absolutely right.
One of my favorites.
Because the Mummy sequels don't really have anything to do with the Boris Karloff Mummy movie. It's a different mummy and everything.
Yes, it is.
And, but, yeah, it's, like you said, with few exceptions, the continuity in those films are actually pretty damn good, considering. They were just pounding out movies for kids to go see.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, who cares what the kids think?
Oh, and let's see, the bearded slasher again. Would you consider the Crimson Ghost horror or suspense thriller?
That's the serial, right? The movie serial, Crimson Ghost?
Yeah, I think it's serial.
That was like a old mystery serial.
Yeah, most of those older movies like that. Really,
I've seen some episodes of it because when I got into the Misfits, back in high school or whatever.
Yes.
I remember
the
being able
Tingler.
to watch it. I just watched the Tingler the other day because it's coming out on Blu-ray finally. This is kind of like the last great big Vincent Price movie to come out on Blu-ray. And again, it's a good movie and all, but so many people clamor for that movie, and I watch it. It's like,
No, I hear you. Yeah,
it's okay, but you know what? Hey, bless the people that I don't love every Vincent Price movie. I've seen just about every Vincent Price movie, even his dramas. I've watched Laura and Dragonwyck and...
What was the movie we did? Because Dr. Metal Freak says, I couldn't believe Vincent Price played in Dead Heat, a funny horror comedy. He played a couple.
What's a good comedy?
What was the one we did?
We did Comedy of Horror.
Comedy of Terrors.
Terrors.
Yeah, which is another
Peter Lorre, which is a great movie. But he did another one before he did horror films.
Yeah.
It's called Champagne for Caesar. All right? You'd probably like this.
Champagne for Caesar.
Yeah, Vincent Price plays like the head of like a soap company, and he turns down this really smart guy for a job. Sorry, I'm looking at
talk to the people in the audience.
And so,
the
soap company also sponsors like a game show, a quiz show.
Oh, really?
And so the guy who got turned down for the job decides, well, I am just going to win every game at this game show until I bankrupt the soap company. And Vincent Price is going nuts trying to figure out how to get rid of this guy. It's a pretty funny movie.
That movie I never heard of.
Champagne for Caesar.
Never heard that.
It's like free on YouTube.
Tell you what,
it's free on YouTube.
It's amazing how many movies
That's why it's cool to do live and talk to people.
You've never heard of.
Yeah. So we've already got a list of movies.
Like I'm a big Jerry Lewis fan, and
is there a Jerry Lewis movie we missed?
Well, you remember Boing Boing? Mm-hmm. Okay, but not everybody does who's a Jerry Lewis fan.
Okay.
Yeah, Tony Curtis and Jerry Lewis. Great movie. And I watched that not long ago, and that was great. Let's see.
So many Sunday afternoons I spent watching
Jeff
Jerry
Floyd
Lewis
says
movies.
Joan Crawford, hell yeah, and Trog.
There's another film that's coming out on Blu-ray with her, Straight Jacket. These are two William Castle movies, Tangler and Straight Jacket. And that's kind of a cool movie, too.
Heck yeah.
This is kind of like in her later days when she was... what's the classic? What is it? Whatever Happened to Baby Jane?
Whatever Happened to Baby Jane?
Which I watched not that long ago. That's a great movie.
I love when yes, it is.
If you guys haven't seen it, I know it's an old movie, but Whatever Happened to Baby Jane? That is a killer movie. It's more
Betty
like a
Davis,
suspenseful...
her sister kind of keeps her locked up in this her bedroom pretty much, and
not so much a horror, more of a suspense thriller.
Best part of the movie is
almost Alfred Hitchcockish
when she teases her. Yeah, kind of cockish,
but
teases her
good
and
movie.
Kind of feeds her that rat on a platter.
Yes.
Here you go. I mean, it's just
cold.
What a cold-blooded
and
movie,
these were
man.
two, and you got to also understand that these were two actresses that, they know. I mean, you imagine directing those two women.
What's the title of the movie again? Champagne for Caesar?
Champagne for Caesar.
Champagne for Caesar.
It's on Dailymotion. I believe it's on YouTube. You can watch it for free. It's a comedy. It's strictly just a lighthearted comedy, but Vincent Price is really damn good in it.
The only Jerry Lewis movie everyone missed would be The Day the Clown Cried. Oh, yeah. I went, oh.
But they did try to recreate it
Jerry
after
Lewis
he died.
was trying to come out of me. That was not on purpose, Ted. I just went, oh.
Some people have seen it. He has shown it to some people.
Yeah, some people have seen
or
it.
he had. He's past tense.
A Jerry Lewis fan like I am. Yeah.
I would like to see it.
I would like to
and
see
I know
it
exactly what it's about.
Right,
I know how it ends. And,
yep.
But I would like to see that because, he was a good filmmaker.
Okay, Amanda, take care of the little one, and I'll see you soon, okay?
She got a little baby?
She got a little one, yeah.
Oh, okay, I hear that.
Sounds like a Lon Chaney remake. Boy, am I glad you guys are back. Riley Eddy. Oh, Riley. Oh, if you just jumped in, go back. We've been doing a lot of banter here, back and forth about everything. So go back and start it over soon. But yeah, I'm glad you're in the chat. Everybody who showed up today.
Yeah, thanks.
We got 17 watching now. I'm surprised at that because we've been gone for 8 months or something like that. Just a lot of stuff going on. But appreciate all of you guys, your love, your support through everything. Some of you guys know from 2 videos ago with me talking about my anxieties and panic disorder and all that bad stuff that I just got to deal with in life,
Nothing a joint won't fix.
I'm doing a horror channel, and this is horror up here sometimes. I mean,
it is. I know.
But I deal with it, and you know
what I want to say.
It's ups and downs, but yeah.
One of the reasons I love you and you've always been my friends. So many people with problems will turn to drugs, will turn to alcohol, will be an outright prick to everybody, and won't take responsibility for anything. They'll blame their problems for everything, and you never do that. So,
well, thank you.
No problem.
And yeah,
you never did that.
The day I met this guy as a friend, look, we're getting all mushy now.
Oh,
the day we
in line at Rocky Horror, as a matter of fact.
The day I met this guy as a friend was one of the best days ever. I tell you that because I found somebody who loves practically everything I love.
Pretty much.
Down to lore and heart. And
if I don't, I'll respect it.
Well, exactly. You know what? That's the main thing because we do respect each other's opinions, and because we'll do the whole Siskel and Ebert thing. There's times you're like raving on something, and I'm like going, "That's the worst shit I've ever seen in my life," and vice versa, And it's like, I
remember how many years did I try to get you to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and
John
calls me up. When does it get good? I'm like, wherever you're at, it's good now.
Sorry, I'm just freaking out at all these names because I haven't seen you guys in so long, man.
Cool. Who we got?
These Eyes, hi.
These Eyes.
And John Hitbox. He was one of our first people to even. I haven't seen you in a lot of the other live stuff, past, but you're here, and I know you guys all watch and you guys do what you can to get in, listen to these, whatever. But I appreciate it. Appreciate it so much. You rock, Dino and Ted. Thank you, Fuego.
Thanks.
I appreciate it, man.
Thank you, dude.
We do this out of the love of our heart. And you're just getting 2 guys who get together, talk about a horror film, sometimes comedies. One of our biggest ones we've done is the comedies. Pink Panther. We've done a
Shot in the Dark,
Mad
Frankenstein,
Mad World.
God, that's epic. That's 3 hours.
Those are like our top ones that we're doing
a
horror
show.
channel. So we sat for 3 hours at the Mad World.
You know what? I can watch It's a Mad World.
I loved it.
I could probably watch it like once a month.
You guys,
I love it.
Fuego says, you dudes dig on Phantom of the Paradise? Yeah. We just talked about
like I said, we were talking about the other day. I've seen it several
it.
times, and I dig it, man.
So many movies on the list, man, that we
some of the
really
songs in it that Paul Williams wrote are great.
Yes.
I mean, it's cheese.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier because we were talking about Pink Flamingos and somehow it led into Phantom of the Paradise.
Somebody. And I know I talked about it during the Suspiria podcast with Jessica Harper's in both.
Yeah.
And it's a musical. It's up there. It's like a Rocky Horror or Shock Treatment, kind of thing. I dig it.
Dr. Metal Freak says, Dino and Ted, the next Siskel and Ebert. What finger would they use to put it up or down for a movie?
This one.
Fuego says, I've only been here for like 10 minutes. It seems longer than that. But hey, yeah, we talked a little Pink Flamingos at the beginning and stuff like that. But what would we do? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
So this finger.
You would put that finger up, and I would
thumbs up or thumbs down on what?
Like Siskel and Ebert did.
I don't know.
Big thumbs up for me. Big.
I don't know. How many burning crosses can I give it?
You take a dump. I'll take a piss.
That was the Howard Stern thing. Remember he used to do.
If we like it, we take a piss.
Reviews.
If we hate it, we take a dump. Whatever.
I think that was on Howard Stern. We'd have like David Duke. How many burning crosses do you give this movie?
Oh, that's right. Oh my God, that's too much.
He'd make him. He'd have him. No, it wasn't David Duke, but it was an actual KKK guy.
Oh.
And for all you liberals out there, just don't forget that the KKK originally started with the Democratic Party.
No politics. No religion.
Oh, no, it's not religion.
No religion, too.
I only tell the truth.
What do we got going over there, baby? Anyways.
Gladys Knight.
Yeah, everybody's throwing out some movies here.
But yeah, Howard would give him lists of movies, and he'd always give him like black movies to watch. And I mean, Burning Cross, like Richard Pryor movies. I thought he was pretty funny. Yeah. And he'd give it so many. I forgot all about that.
Jeff Floyd says Horror Express.
Horror Express with that's Peter Cushing, I believe.
Yes.
I can't. I get
long
confused.
time ago, I can't. There's one movie can't come to my head at
Horror Express. Is that the one? Is that the one where he's bringing the creature on board that thaws out or something like that? I can't remember.
Is that the movie?
Someone will correct me if I'm wrong.
I
can't remember.
Yeah, I'm trying to think back to these movies.
See, I've seen them all, but I collect the ones that I think are really good. So I can have like either DVD or Blu-ray, whatever there is. Peter Cushing's probably my next favorite actor, and I've seen damn near every movie he's done too.
Gotcha Star, Leading the Blind. See you later. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks
for stopping by. Appreciate it.
Island of Lost Souls, if you haven't seen it.
Island of Lost Souls, yep.
And then for my collection, I keep the ones I really like. Peter Cushing did a lot of movies. Doesn't mean I'm going to own every Peter.
No, right. Oh yeah.
Same thing with Vincent Price.
Yeah.
The ones that I really loved
that was
as a kid.
sad year when they all three were passed away. They're all gone in heaven. Sitting, sipping wine,
Well, Christopher Lee outlived them all, man.
Let's see. They're going fast and furious here.
Let's go.
See. Fuego says, what do you dudes think about Jason Clarke as Dr. Creed in the Pet Sematary remake from the Starry Eyes guys? I'll give that to you.
I don't really know much about him.
Yeah, so, I don't either.
I mean, honestly, I don't feel one way or the other about it, I guess. I mean... It's another adaptation of the book. If they can do... I'm not a huge fan of the original movie. We did a commentary on it a while ago.
Yeah,
I mean, I think it's a cool enough story. And, if they can make it a little creepier, maybe... pick a better kid. Not have it look like a doll when it's attacking the dad. All the better.
We love the movie, but there were some things. Like he was talking about the kid and stuff.
I'm fine. I mean, if you want to readapt the book, just like they did with, It. And I know... all you out there love that movie, but I've read the book.
Well, Fuego's kind of on my side. He digs old school too.
But it's an adaptation of a book. But see, that book, just like Lord of the Rings, is really special to me.
Yes.
And if Peter Jackson, even though he did change some things here and there,
one of the first books I read too of Stephen King.
Right.
So
it was certainly the no, it wasn't. But it wasn't the first Stephen King book I read. That's
Boys are back. What up, Dino and Ted? Hey. It says The Horror Show. I believe that's Cecil or producer Dave, whoever. But hey, what's up?
The book. Bowie's on.
Keep it going.
The book had such an impact on me.
It did.
Really got in my head.
As we talk about it,
that
the Horror Show shows up. Cecil. But anyways, go ahead.
Well, no, just it had that.
Not ripping it again.
The
just
film
about the book.
didn't live up to it for me.
Right.
All right. There was just...
No, I get you.
And even though they're making another one, and even though I've read the book a few times, the adult parts are always the parts I want to hurry up and get through.
Right.
All right. Yeah. It's the parts with the kids.
Yes.
And what they have to do
100%.
is what made it great. So that...
I think that's
the movie...
What
there were little shout-outs in the movie if you've read the book, the black spot and things like that. But it just wasn't what I see in my head. And I'm not even a fan of the original miniseries. I like Tim Curry. I thought he looked really cool.
Kojak. Yeah.
Kojak or Kolchak?
Oh, no. Dr. Manfred says Telly Kojak.
Oh, Telly Savalas.
Was in Horror Express. Being kind of weird.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He was, Telly Savalas. And I was about to say that before.
Mr. Bald. Mr. Clean.
But, so for me, I didn't like the movie. All right? And I know a lot of people did. And I'm willing to bet a lot of people who didn't read the book. That book's very intimidating.
Yeah.
All right?
We're in a whole... We're old guys. We're in a whole different league.
It's an intimidating book when you pick it up and go, oh, shit, I ain't reading that. But...
I mean, I like the movie.
It takes many journeys. It takes many tangents.
Just like The Hobbit.
Yeah.
I read The Hobbit, and even though I loved the film series... And
I did not.
Peter Jackson did.
I loved his Lord of the Rings. I didn't love the Hobbit movies.
After reading the book first and having this whole play... and movie just mapped out in my head. Characters, every
too
little
many
thing.
Diversions in that movie.
It's just that's what I'm talking about. When you read a really good novel that impacts your life, it's it's hard to compete with that.
Like I think what Peter Jackson changed in Lord of the Rings, like making Arwen's story a little bit more prominent.
Michelle just playing. What is up? First time in the chat. I'm glad you're here.
Cool.
Jennifer Aniston's godfather. What? Kelly Savalas. That's right. Somebody say it. My Steven sense was tingling.
Yeah, I did.
Show. There's going to be a documentary about the miniseries.
I saw that.
Called Pennywise, the Story of It.
Yeah, I was looking at
What's up,
my
man?
one Blu-ray site that I go on and I mentioned there's like a fund, crowdfunding thing for it or whatever. But again, I'm not even a big fan of that one. I liked Tim Curry.
Yeah.
But again, it didn't capture. It captured more of the book than the newer film did, but still not enough.
Going back and watching the original, there were it made for TV movie kind of.
And there's not many books like that. There's only a small handful of books that I feel really strong about. Like even silly. I love Edgar Rice Burroughs.
It's not a bottle of vodka.
And
Uncha chusto uga.
His John Carter books.
I love
those were my Harry Potters when I was a kid. All Carter. 11 books.
John Carter.
And then the movie came out, and of course it bombed.
Yeah.
But I didn't hate the movie. But again, it wasn't exactly like the book. They did change some things. They added stuff from other books. I think they were banking on a franchise, and it didn't happen.
They all float.
The other book, I guess I would say, is like if they ever tried to do Catcher in the Rye, or they're supposed to be doing Dune again.
Agree with Ted. Hobbit flicks were pretty meh, stretching a tiny book into 3 films.
And way too much CGI.
I agree with you. I agree.
Way too much CGI. Whereas in Lord of the Rings, they used real sets, real locations, and it looked organic and it looked real.
Right.
And it was what I saw in my head in many instances. Hobbit looked like a big damn cartoon.
That's another reason.
Although I loved Martin Freeman as Bilbo. I thought he was a great choice.
Yes, he was.
And of course,
he was a good Bilbo Baggins. Yes.
Ian McKellen as Gandalf was great.
Yeah.
But the dwarves, I mean, they're blah blah blah. I mean,
I
couldn't tell you what's special about any of them.
Well, I know they just made them.
They're just jokes.
Whatever. But yeah, I get you. But
and that was my point with it. Just that the book meant it affected me. It was. I still think it's one of his best books. Not necessarily his number one,
it's funny
but one of his best books.
Right.
And it's a daunting book to have to make into it. It's just like if they tried to do The Stand. They did it as a miniseries, but if they try to do The Stand properly in 1 or 2 movies, it's not going to happen. Look what they did with The Dark Tower. They effed it up. I mean, they made the most stupid movie they could have ever made.
The Stand?
The Dark Tower.
The Dark Tower. Oh.
You're taking 7 books... And you're going to make an hour and a half long movie.
It's
impossible. An hour and a half. And that's including credits.
I hear you.
All right?
But we've talked about this many, many times. Everybody connects with movies differently.
Right.
And you would look at somebody and go, how is that your favorite movie? I don't get it.
Right.
How do you love this movie more than the other?
Or when everybody loves it and you don't.
Right.
And you think, why does everybody think this is so great and it's not?
And it's
because is it me?
No, it's an emotion. It has to do with emotional connection. It has to do with the era you grew up in, the era that impacted you the most, and
maybe how important it is to you.
Right.
I mean,
or somebody like me who is such a lover of history that I can pull goodness and great movies out of every era, from the silent to the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Doesn't matter. I've come to the point to where it's few and far between on this new shit that I just can't stand. And
looking at you, Last Jedi.
Me and Ted should do Last Jedi.
I'll never watch it again.
Okay, we'll skip over. Yeah,
why?
It was.
If they're horror fans, they're Star Wars fans too.
No, that's true. But it's. Oh my!
I'm never watching Luke Skywalker drink green titty milk again. I'm never watching it again. Am I allowed to say that?
Luke Skywalker with the titty milk. That's all we need to say for the film. See, Mark Hamill laying there, sitting there, drinking that green titty milk. I would have got if I was Mark Hamill. I would have gotten up. I would have left the set, never to return again.
Like, here's your money.
I would have said, "I'm gone. Bye.
Go find a new Luke.
See ya."
Bitch.
But again, I think that's
but
why
see, people love it.
You know.
And, I think it's a generational thing. You and I, we had our Star Wars. It's done.
Franco agreed. Fuck the Dark Tower movie. I cried.
It was, and I think Matthew McConaughey was a good choice for, his character for the Man in Black.
Yeah.
But I think he also would have been a good Roland too.
Roland.
But and there were some things in Dark Tower that I liked. I mean, there wasn't anything. But then they tried to say, oh well, because he's carrying the Horn of Eld now, it doesn't take place in the universe of the books. It's you haven't read the books, so
no, I didn't.
It's all a big cycle.
Right.
It goes to the story, it ends, and then it starts all over again with little differences until we get to that stage. But there were such epic plans for that story at one time: movies, TV series, everything.
Yeah, Jeff Lloyd says that new horror is very touch and go. A lot of the newer movies that I've watched and I actually liked are some of the ones that are lesser known. Like, what have they done in the shadows was a good vampire flick.
What We Do in the Shadows.
What We Do in the Shadows.
Yep. Which one I liked? I told you about it. Was Late Phases, which is a werewolf movie.
Yeah,
gotta
see that. Yeah.
It's on Netflix. The actor that played in it. And I watched it before I knew it was on Netflix. I had gotten a copy of it.
Yeah.
And it's about a blind guy who moves into like a retirement community that's full of werewolves. And this guy goes Charles Bronson on their ass.
Bubba Hotep.
And
Charles Bronson.
He looks like a little bit like that's who he
Charles
reminded
Bronson?
me of. We got to do it one time. It's a cool movie.
Yeah, Ted's mentioned Late Phases a few times.
And you know what? If a movie is cool, I'll say it's freaking cool. I hate a lot of things. But I don't want to hate them. I want to like everything.
Fuego says The Last Jedi needs to be watched twice to be totally appreciated.
No.
I hated it the first time. Found merit the second time.
No.
So Ted's just stubborn.
You know what it is? I don't need to watch it again.
Yeah.
Because my Star Wars is done.
Yeah.
All right? I was never a huge fan of the prequels. I was never a huge fan of the changes. So you know what I did, Fuego? I went to LDS Entertainment because I don't have a Blu-ray burner and I'm not super duper good at putting shit together. And for $60, the guy's burning me a copy of the original Star Wars movies. Beautiful Blu-ray covers, extras up the wazoo, the way that it was back then. As a matter of fact, from all the reviews and screen caps I've seen, the quality is better than the existing Blu-rays because they've gone to actual film prints that were in private collectors' hands.
Hey, I'm with you 100%, man.
And when I get those, well, I have since gotten rid of every other Star Wars movie. I had Force Awakens, I had Rogue One, just because I collected them. Got rid of all of them, and that's all I'm going to have. And Return of the Jedi is where my Star Wars ends.
Those are
if you want to watch those prequels, if you want to watch it with the creepy, pervy-looking Hayden Christensen taking the place of Anakin Skywalker at the end of Return of the Jedi, go ahead. And if you want to watch the other movies that come out, love them, dig them, go ahead. But I don't ever have to watch them again.
Hey, I understand.
They finally made a Star Wars movie that I didn't like.
Right. I understand that it's a new generation, and people are going to love it.
And what did I say to you? After I watched it, you hadn't even seen it.
Right.
And I called Dean, or I was texting him or whatever, and I was like, I just don't get it. Yeah. I mean, something didn't seem right. Mm-hmm. And you told me, go look at what Mark Hamill said.
Oh, Mark Hamill.
I stayed away from every spoiler. I didn't know
Mark Hamill was taking
what that movie was about.
This movie is crap world tour.
Yeah, and then you see slowly he backtracks because he was probably told to.
Oh, yeah. He had to calm down because he was every big function and ripping the hell out of it. Saying,
and I watch this like, I mean, you know what? If the man doesn't like it, I'm not,
Yeah.
So maybe people need to say that, but I shouldn't have to. I didn't have to see the first Star Wars movie twice to appreciate it. It was fucking kick-ass first time around. So
yeah, Fuego has the special DVDs on the original series. There's a bonus disc with the original.
Yes, I have those
cuts of the films.
But they are
horror gang. Sup, guys?
They're not anamorphic, so they look like crap on my widescreen TV.
Horror gang. I like that name.
Yeah,
horror gang.
That's a good one. I ordered these from this guy, and he's got a YouTube channel, LDS Entertainment. You can order from. I haven't gotten them yet.
Yeah.
But my order is processed, and
a movie.
Then I will never have to watch anything else again.
There is a movie, a new horror movie. Well, yeah, A Quiet Place. That just came out.
I saw a commercial
John
for
Krasinski from The Office.
Never watched The Office.
What?
I don't watch TV.
Every now and then you hit me with something. I'm like, oh,
I've never seen a single episode.
Oh, The Office is awesome.
You know why? Because Steve Carell's in it, and I don't find him funny. So
I find him funny as hell. But anyways, that I want to see.
There's an example. A movie everybody says is funny.
I do want to see that.
Anchorman. Everybody says Anchorman. Funniest movie ever. Tried to watch it 3 times. I don't see what's funny about it. I turn it off.
I laughed. I thought it was funny as hell. But you know what? I dug Will Ferrell on Saturday Night Live, so that's why I kind of liked Anchorman. But
then the only movie with him I really liked was Land of the Lost. And nobody liked that movie. But I loved Land of the Lost as a kid.
Land of the Lost, that's right. Oh my God, I can't believe that. But yeah.
So go figure, man.
With the new stuff, I'm usually late to the boat. We cover the old stuff. So,
that's what we are, man. We're old dudes.
Yeah, old school.
Well, I mean, heading towards...
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
What's that number we're heading towards? 50?
Quiet Place is terrific, dudes. I am going to watch it.
Is it PG-13?
LDS, Latter-day Saints, Ben Grimm said.
Yeah, it could be. Latter-day Saints. He's my saint.
Now I'm curious what Ted thinks about Solo.
I won't go see it.
You're just going to throw it out. You don't care.
I will never watch it. I don't have to.
I
have no problem with them making it. Disney paid $4 billion plus whatever for Star Wars.
Right.
They want to make their money back.
Yeah.
And the whole idea wasn't to preserve what George Lucas did. No, it was to make a F-load more Star Wars movies. You're going to have 1 or 2 of them every year and make their money back as quick as they can. And make a Star Wars park and put Star Wars on Underoos and boxes of Cheerios and wherever, until the market is completely saturated.
Right.
Whereas when we were kids... Yeah. When we picked up a magazine, Starlog or whatever, and we knew there was a new Star Wars movie coming out or whatever, it was a huge deal. And you don't get that now. You don't understand what I'm talking about. The anticipation was palpable. I remember waiting in line just to buy a ticket to go into Return of the Jedi at the mall. There was the movie theater was at the end of Parmatown.
Oh, my God.
And the line went all the way back to the food court, which was half a mile away at the back of Parmatown, horseshoed around, and came back past where I was standing at the movie theater. And, you just waited in line for the next showing when there was a ticket available.
Fuego, you mean for Solo? He says Lawrence Kasdan wrote the script, man.
I know.
Seriously?
But it doesn't matter. I won't go see it.
Yeah, he's just...
I'm done. Let's just put it this way.
I get it.
I'm done with Star Wars. I had my movies.
Fuego, you may hit a time when...
You will.
When
they start making one of them...
When you're like, oh, this...
When you start getting tired of them... Like when I went to go see Rogue One...
There comes
and they
point...
put one of my favorite actors, Peter Cushing, back in it. And my sister's boyfriend, who's like a year older than me, told me, oh, it's great. You can't even tell the difference. It looks just like him. And I watched it, and I'm like, this looks like an Xbox freaking character. It looks stupid. And then they put Princess Leia at the beginning, and she looks stupid. All they had to do was show her from behind... They didn't have to show that stupid-looking face.
I know.
And they have digital copies of all the actors when they were younger.
Right.
And they're going to start inserting them into movies and things like that. I have no problem. Make as many Star Wars movies as you want. And, dude, I hope you like them. I hope you like them all. But I'm not going to watch Luke drink green titty milk anymore and look all gleeful about it. I'm not going to watch him check out in such an undignified way as he did in the end. And I'm not gonna, I had mine. The next generation had their prequels, and now the new generation has these newer movies. And
he says Star Wars was already mass marketed like crazy since
sure as shit
with the special editions. Nothing has changed.
Well, there's that.
Well, yeah.
See, I lived during the dark period after 1983 to about the mid 90s, when there was nothing.
Yeah,
there was the Dark Empire comic book series that if you only read comic books you knew about.
I can't get Ted to shut up now,
but
he just doesn't.
There was very little of anything. So,
but I get. Hey, we'll end it. I get exactly what you're saying.
No. Why, was it an argument?
Oh, no.
I'm just saying, for me, I feel like I'm done with it.
No, I agree with you 100%.
Because they're going to keep making movies. And if you think that's cool, I think that's great. But I'm just done with it.
When I saw the Star Wars movie before this last year, when Han Solo was running around, and
he was a joke.
He was so old.
He was a joke in that movie.
I felt sorry.
Yeah.
That he even said I'd do the movie and was walking and running.
They didn't want those actors in that movie.
I mean, he's just too old to be in the movie to make it.
You're trying to tell me 30 years it took him to use Chewie's crossbow? When he uses it different, I like this. You've been with this guy for 30-some years and now you're using his gun?
Yeah, I know.
You out of your mind?
I know.
But, no, and I find the villain in the film very unconvincing. He's just a little emo punk. And
stories are great. I mean, I agree with you. I was a fan of EU books, comics, video games, and hating prequels and having relation to new films.
I didn't hate prequels. You know what? I didn't hate prequels at first.
No, I didn't.
As time has gone on,
right,
and my tastes have changed.
Yes,
I think feel more strongly towards the things that I liked when I was younger that I still like now.
Yeah,
and that would be my old monster movies, my original Holy Trilogy, my Hammer movies, my Ray Harryhausen movies, old Star Trek, my old comedies, my Laurel and Hardy, my Buster Keaton, silent comedies that you guys probably would never watch.
Oh, when you reach a certain age, you got a bunch of movies that you know you love and you go to. And
that's really all I want.
That you can watch over and over and over.
Right.
And those are the movies that you love. And
you know, I'm going on 45 years old, and these are the things that make me happy.
Right.
And if something new comes along and I want to add it to it, I do it. Like Mad Max Fury Road.
Mad Max Fury Road.
You know,
one of the best movies
ever. Yeah. And
there you go.
Something like that. You know, if something comes along and it's
things
just as
can be made.
And it might be good.
Good.
But I'm just not, you know, as soon as you start replacing actors, and I don't have a problem with the guy who's playing Han Solo. I don't have a problem with the actor who's playing Lando. I'm just saying it's hard for me to watch it, and it'd probably be hard for you to watch it. And just, it's not him.
OCD Horror says a really good thing. He says, make it till you break it. That is Disney's motto.
Make it till you break it.
There you go. If they can fork it out to the whole world and make billions,
and they have every right to. They paid a lot of money for that.
Keep doing it.
They paid a lot of money. And they deserve to make these movies.
Again, I got nothing.
No, but it's just other people playing in the sandbox now.
Right.
It's the people like us who grew up loving it.
I'm going to continue to look back and capture the gems that are still out there that I haven't seen yet. And when stuff comes up that I want to give a chance, like these other movies, like A Quiet Place and Get Out and stuff, I'll give these movies a chance and I'll watch them and see if they're good. Right. So it's not, by no means do I say screw it because it's a new movie. The point is, Hollywood don't give a shit. And they make movies just to please people. Whereas I want an artist to come in and script and put his heart and soul into something.
And we get that sometimes.
That can, every now and then you still get it.
I give any movie about 45 minutes. If you ain't got me in 45 minutes, I'm just not watching.
Right. Same thing with music. Well, same thing with a lot of different
music.
things.
If you don't got me in 1 minute, I ain't listening to it.
I'm telling you, man. See, I'm a fan.
And that's the big deal with music, too. I don't get into a lot of new music either. And I'll listen to anything.
Amy B says, change of subject. This year marks the 30th anniversary of Beetlejuice.
Hey, Beetlejuice
another one
I used to love
they're
Tim
going
Burton.
to be remaking.
Why?
I don't know. Because I know the classic was so good.
I mean, Tim Burton used to be gold. He used to be like, you know, if you were a freaky little alternate person or metal person, man, Tim Burton made those cool movies. And
oh my God, Fuego says, and that's where our opinions differ. I thought Turbo Kid was far better than Mad Max Fury Road.
I didn't see Turbo Kid, but
yeah, I've never seen Turbo Kid either. So that's one I guess we'll have to watch. We'll have to watch Turbo Kid.
Yeah,
and
I'll put it in the queue.
See what it's about. Horror Gang. I'm going to change up the Star Wars chat. No, that's fine.
All fine. Thank you. You got to get me off the subject.
The classic monsters movie, The Invisible Man, is amazing. Wait, let me see.
Still, yes. Watch our podcast of it. We actually disappear.
I'm going to change up. But what's your Hey, Horror Gang. We did the whole series on go back and look at our Universal commentary playlist.
Yeah, did all the big ones, all the main ones.
We did Invisible Man, and we actually disappeared from the Monocaine.
We shot up with Monocaine
at the beginning of the commentary.
Yep.
So and they're done in black.
Scored us some
they're done in black
from the hospital.
They're done in black and white.
Some Curlix.
Yeah, and you know what? My favorite out of the Universals, believe it or not, is the Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein.
Oh, man.
That is my personal favorite.
Mine would be the original Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Frankenstein would come close second.
But I also really love Creature from the Black Lagoon. Because I have a good
memory Creature from...
I know, they're all good. I took my daughter when she was 6
but if I had to pick a favorite,
to see it at a revival in the original 3D, and we had such a cool time watching it.
Yeah.
And so that one kind of means a little something to me, too. So... And I remember I was sitting there with her, and some kids did show up, but there were just so many adults there, and I kept looking around saying, is anybody bringing their kids? Oh, Credence.
Yeah. Oh, Fuego, you just described The Hobbit, except they walk. Didn't like The Hobbit either.
No.
I was talking about the book.
And I think it goes to show because look how much accolades were given to Lord of the Rings, and Hobbit just kind of came and went.
Fuego, I hope you like the Hobbit movie. I mean book, the Hobbit book. That's like top one of my favorite books of all times. Fuego reads books. He's read
every. He does the Stephen King.
He does the Stephen King.
Oh yeah, you're a reader.
Yeah, I told you about.
You're
him.
Cool, man.
Yeah,
he
does the Stephen King. That's why I want to get together and do something with Fuego and just chat up a bit about horror and stuff like that. I would love to do that.
What's your favorite Stephen King book?
My favorite Stephen King book?
Yeah, you got a favorite?
Well, I didn't read them all. I mean, and
of the ones you've read. I mean, the guy's written 8 billion books.
I really love Tommy Knockers.
It's a good story.
A little different.
Like Invasion of the Body Snatcher.
Yeah. Carrie was good too. I enjoyed reading that. And Pet Sematary.
I'll tell you, if you ever read the Dark Tower series, I love The Drawing of the Three. Which is the second book in the series.
Unfortunately, that is one thing I have not gotten to.
A lot of his
Dark
fans
Tower
haven't read
series.
those books.
No.
A lot of his fans. I remember I was on a trip with my wife's family for my mother and father-in-law's 25th anniversary. They took the family to Las Vegas, and I brought Drawing of the Three and The Wastelands with me. I had both of them. And I was so into those books, I swear to God, I think the last 2 days, I just stayed in the room, and I was reading Drawing of the Three. I just couldn't put it down.
Oh, yeah.
It was that good.
Wow.
And then I started Wastelands on the plane ride home.
Yeah, I got to get to that.
And I also remember on that trip, I got stopped going through the metal detector because I had a harmonica. I like to take my harmonica with me. And they were looking at my backpack, and they're like, there's something in there about this big. We can't figure out what it is.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's my harmonica.
Get that out of here. Fuego does say in order The Stand, and then Pet Sematary. That's the holy trinity for him.
The Stand is fantastic.
It is fantastic.
And I even like the expanded one. Like More Stand is Great Stand.
He says Wizard and Glass is my favorite Dark Tower, Ted.
That's a good one because it tells the backstory of
He's your Stephen King guy to go to. Yep. He's read all the books, everything. He's done his
Wizard and Glass
stuff.
is good, man. It's a big fireside story.
Very cool.
But they're Drawing of the Three and Wastelands are such...
He says The Wastelands is a close second.
Yeah,
so,
it's
Gunslinger.
You read both of those back to
back,
you can't put them down.
Says Stephen G. Atkins. Yeah.
No,
it's
it's epic, man. It also...
This started out to be just a test stream. Right. And everything seems to be working good.
I'm ready to keep talking. I keep going for 2 hours.
Hopefully you guys got like the new set and stuff, and still in the process of working things out.
Yeah, we'll fix it.
But it's getting there. We just want to get back to doing live commentaries every Monday.
That he incorporates his other books.
Yeah.
Into one big shared universe. Not all of them, but many of them. So
Dr. Metal Freak says Ted takes a plane hostage with a harmonica playing.
Blues
Traveler.
I held everybody up. Yeah, I'm like John Popper over
that
there.
Ain't a freak John Popper.
I can play that I can play some of that by the way.
Is that a harmonica in your pocket, or are you just getting a...
It's like everybody was gambling, which I know that's what you're supposed to do. I don't gamble. If you knew what I had to do for a living and some of the things I have to do at work, you wouldn't be giving that money to anybody. And no one wanted to explore this city with me. So I'm got my backpack, my water, my protein bars, and I'm just walking around getting those catalogs with the hookers in them. With the and, I found some mall down the street. I checked it out. There was a Sharper Image store. I'm going into all the casinos.
Ted puts the family in a hotel.
Nobody wanted to go with me.
He takes off into the desert.
And you know what? Dry heat is different.
Johnny Depp movie. What's that? The Las Vegas.
I don't watch that movie anymore.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, we're going to talk about that.
Okay. Well, that's only because I
wonder why.
Because I had heard that Hunter S. Thompson was involved in snuff films with children. When you got me down the rabbit hole in Pizzagate.
Okay.
So I deleted his books and his movies. I don't watch it anymore.
I think you told me about that. Okay, yeah. Okay.
It's like if I even have an idea, and that guy was weird enough to probably have been involved in it. So.
That's a whole other
my God,
show.
We're not going down that road.
We can go down the rabbit hole, maybe in my paranormal show, but not here.
That's your fault, man.
Oh my gosh, it's not my fault.
You know what?
You can't turn a blind eye.
I took the red pill,
in
man.
This world, man. But
you can't be. But what were we talking about before that? You put me off.
Just the harmonica and stuff.
Maybe that. I don't know.
Thoughts on the new and upcoming Halloween movie for this year?
Oh, the one that John Carpenter's a little bit. Well, it's supposed to be a fresh sequel.
Yeah.
Like they're not brother and sister.
See, I mean, I don't diss everything. I'm excited. I want to see it. When I see it, I'll let you know what I think of it.
I mean, I'm curious
because
it's knocking every other Halloween movie out of canon and trying something new.
Yeah.
But personally, for me, I mean, I'll be curious. Jamie Lee's in it. I'll be curious.
Right. You'll be curious. I'll be Dino.
I might. I don't know if I'll go to. I don't really enjoy these movies
Shirley.
So much going to the theater anymore.
I can be Shirley. Yeah,
because there's always some jackass that wants to talk, and then I have to go and start shit. And I'm that guy.
We carry clubs in our side.
I remember being at
good old Billy clubs.
Return of the King. When Lord of the Rings: Return of the King came out.
Yeah.
Everybody's quiet. Some kids behind me. There's a whole row of kids and like one parent, and this kid is asking all kinds of questions at the beginning, and I'm being patient. But then when he started saying, "Why is the ring so powerful? What happened in the last movie?" I turned around and said, "You little fuckers, shut the hell up right now." All right? You think that parent said anything to me?
No.
Not a word.
Because she probably wanted to say
I stood
what
up
you said.
And I said, "You little fucker, shut the hell up right now."
Oh, my God.
If you didn't have the decency to see the last movie...
That's why I've got the biggest screen TV in my bedroom.
Yep.
Planted in front of me. You turn the lights out, it's like you're at the theater.
And Jesus Christ, for the amount it takes to go to the movies and... you got to buy your old lady popcorn and snow caps and iced tea and shit. When the Blu-ray comes out, I can buy it and own myself a piece of property.
Fuego said, you guys dig Joe Bob Briggs? Yeah.
I liked him when he was on TNT.
Yeah.
I like all the horror shows.
Oh, yeah. Horror hosts are great.
There's not really one I don't like.
I got...
Son of Ghoul, Sven Gulli's still on.
I promote and help out The Mummy and the Monkey.
Elvira, yeah.
They were just... They're horror hosts.
Here, local by
community us. Here, and... They were just on Screaming Soup. If you guys haven't seen that YouTube channel, which I'm surprised they're not bigger than they are. But they do a lot of animated cartoon stuff, and
they do a lot of stuff that we wanted to do back in the beginning, but we ended up not going that route.
Yeah. So
they got. Well, I think he's got some background with Son of Ghoul, right? So a little bit of editing and video.
Yeah, video
but,
stuff.
I got but to me, it's getting back to Halloween. It's so cool to just leave it at the end of the first one. He gets shot, and then there's just all those scenes that you can hear him breathing, and it's just like he's everywhere. The boogeyman is everywhere.
If you left it with just one film, you would have never... I don't know.
You never would have got those sucky sequels.
Well... But a lot of people love those sucky sequels.
And that's okay.
Same
I don't
way
care if people love them. Right. But what I'm saying is it's way more frightening to just leave it at the end of the first one.
Yeah,
where you don't know where he is because he's everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's way more frightening.
Right. No,
and that's why they screw it all up.
Well,
It's way more frightening.
It's like Ghoulies. Give me another Ghoulies. I don't care. Give me another Troll.
Ghoulies and
Give me another Ghoulies.
Frightening. I'm talking about frightening movies, the ones that stick with you. And then the sequels diminish that fear.
Well, the one thing I told you is bring out as many sequels as you want because it doesn't matter. You still got the original.
You don't even have to watch them.
There you go.
So, even though I have seen every Halloween film.
It is what it is. You know what I mean?
You know what? The only one that sits on my shelf is the original.
Okay, let me see here. Blumhouse did Truth or Dare. Okay, Truth or Dare. I haven't seen that movie yet. I can imagine.
I won't see any PG-13 horror movie. Let's put it that way.
Really?
Well, because they're for kids. They're jump scares, and it's nothing.
Did we freeze?
Hey, you guys hear us? No, we're moving.
Are we frozen?
We're not
hopefully
frozen.
We're good.
So let me put it that way. The ones that are just made for the kids to go see, I got no interest in those.
No,
okay? You give me something that's good.
Yeah.
All right? Oh,
my, you guys are going fast. Let's see.
I'm saying a lot of controversial stuff.
I noticed that a while back with them, but I forgot. Monster Vision, Joe Bob Briggs is in return. Okay. That's why I asked. He's apparently doing a testing of the waters 24 Hours of Horror on Shudder in June.
Okay. Oh, I don't have that channel. I know of the channel, of course, but I don't have it. I got rid of cable. I just have, I know I can still get the channel, but...
OCD Horror said we would never have gotten Danielle Harris. That is a world I am not willing to risk living in.
Well, yeah, but, she wasn't smoking hot in Halloween 4 and 5.
There you go.
In Rob Zombie's Halloween, she looked a little better.
What about the new Critters show by the Zombiever guys?
I keep hearing about that. Is it?
I haven't seen it. Oh, damn!
I thought it was supposed to be like an online series or something. I haven't.
Is that out right now? That's a poor attitude.
I think I would have known. I think
Jaws was terrific PG horror.
Jaws is more of a a thriller to me, not so much a horror film.
People they call it it's horror.
It was a different time then. Yeah. I mean, that pushed some boundaries.
Right.
But for the most part, that horror was palpable in that you had John Williams' fantastic score. And all he had to do, you didn't have to see no shark. You didn't need no jump scares.
Later, Stephen G. Atkins, thanks for joining us and hanging, buddy.
I remember watching that
Monday.
on the ABC Sunday night movie.
Right.
I remember I saw Jaws. Jaws came out close to when I was, I think... I don't know. I was just little. I couldn't see it in the theater.
Right.
So I saw it when it first aired on TV. And I remember it scared the shit out of me.
Quiet Place.
As soon as that music would start up.
Right.
And I remember my mom telling me, it's just a Muppet. She tried to tell me, like, that ain't no Muppet.
That ain't no Muppet, man. That's a freaking gigantic shark.
But certainly that movie doesn't really... I don't even own it. It doesn't have a whole lot of rewatchability for me, even though I love when Robert Shaw gets eaten. But it's still the best part.
I can bring out Jaws every 10 years, maybe.
Isn't that funny how... I said I could watch It's a Mad, 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 Mad World once a month. Oh. But, like, Jaws, like, if I never see it again, I'm okay.
No, I get you.
There's just some... And those are the ones I'm really holding on to that,
Beth is back.
Cool.
Or she's probably been here.
All right.
Oh, let's see. I think it could be 2 weeks. I don't know. And to be honest, A Quiet Place is more so a thriller with creatures than straight up horror. See it?
And I don't even really know
different thrillers.
I don't. And I take it
action,
back. I take a little bit back of what I said. It doesn't matter if it's PG-13 or not. I was trying to illustrate a point that a lot of the scary films are like cheap scares.
Oh, right, yeah. Like your jump scares and stuff like that.
It's so that your girlfriend jumps on your lap when you're at the movie theater. Yeah. There's a point to it. The kids can go...
Get the kids going. Oh, my God, it's so scary.
Right. You can fill a theater full of teenagers on a Saturday night, of tweens.
That's what it's all about.
But my favorite kind of horror film, and I'm sure you two, are gothic, spooky, things like that. Great examples are the Hammer films, the Universal films, movies like that. I really dig. Yeah. I like atmosphere. I like mist. I like graveyards.
Hell yeah.
I like Ingrid Pitt in a negligee walking through a misty graveyard.
His Hammer horror. Ted loves his gothic horror.
I do. And Vincent Price, the gothic, the Edgar Allan Poe films.
Took me a while to get into it.
Those kinds of films are what I like. When I watch a horror film, that's what I like. I don't need a lot of gore.
So would you put that at the top of your list? or
those types of films at the top. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Those. I mean, because I don't really. I mean, I love like the old Dawn of the Dead and stuff like that. That's about as gory as I get, really. Yeah. And I like stuff like Martin that we did way back when, and I like that
Great
kind
movie.
of I like that kind of stuff. Even The Shining's like a gothic horror film, in that big old hotel.
Atmosphere galore.
Atmosphere. That sticks with me. That tingles under my skin a little bit more than some guy going So
Zombievers. Yeah, I guess Zombievers. I guess I've got to watch that. I don't know. Everybody always talks about
talking about what
Zombievers.
I don't know what a Zombieverse is.
But Joe Bob Briggs is it's on Shudder.
Okay,
and it's like Netflix for horror.
Yeah,
it's like $4.99 this way. So we may do that, but yeah,
what I'd rather get is spend $4.99 and get Boomerang, so I can watch all my old cartoons.
Oh, I thought you meant the Eddie Murphy movie Boomerang.
No, Boomerang. So I can watch. I have all the bugs. Like watch Johnny Quest and Wacky Races.
Oh, that's
and all
true.
I'd rather watch that than horror movies.
No. Well,
Scooby Doo.
I think with that, maybe we'll end it here. This was only going to be a kind of a.
I'm having fun.
You want to keep going?
I don't know. Anybody got any good questions? Anybody want to
got questions?
Talk about anything?
Yeah, let's see.
I'll give them a few minutes.
Horror Gang, the Universal and Hammer horror films were very atmospheric.
Exactly.
Quiet Places, they're jumping back and forth. But, well, what's your favorite Hammer horror film?
Probably Curse of Frankenstein.
Okay, yeah.
Which we did a commentary. But, I mean... And I've seen most of the Hammer films. I love all
Twins of Evil was good.
Twins of Evil, Vampire Lovers.
Oh my God, those two chicks in there, man.
I love the whole Frankenstein series with Peter Cushing.
Right, yeah.
The last couple of Dracula films with Christopher Lee aren't great, but I still have them. The Mummy, I don't know if you've ever seen that with Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. It's cool.
Yeah.
The Devil Rides Out we did, about the satanic cult.
Yes.
Even Captain Kronos, Vampire Hunter, a little cheesy, but kind of cool. I like a lot of them, I mean...
Yeah.
And most of the ones I like, I've got. I don't think there's any that I really want that I
think people would think I'm nutty, but most of my favorites are a lot of the ones people would consider, oh my God, those are so bad, bad and cheesy. But the cheesy 80s movies, I mean, I love them all.
Well, there's a lot, there was some cheese. I mean, we've done some good ones. I mean...
Killer Clowns
Night
from
of
Outer
the Creeps,
Space.
Killer Clowns,
Which
is getting a great Blu-ray treatment coming up soon at the end of this month.
Yes.
From Arrow Video out of the UK, and they released in the United States. I mean, if you're a horror fan,
I'm friends with John Massari, the composer of Killer Clowns.
Yeah, you did an interview with him.
From Outer Space. So
and I mean, if you're into collecting, if you're a horror movie fan, Blu-ray is really where it's at because you're getting treated very well.
Hell yeah.
I mean, you're getting some great special editions of movies. I mean, I've got a beautiful Reanimator set.
Oh, there's another one,
Reanimator. If you're into the Italian film, I mean, Suspiria, the one that I paid $50 for, and I've got, I mean, it's beautiful.
So many good horror films.
I mean, I think, and I know a lot of people don't buy physical media anymore. But if you're a horror fan, I mean, it's tailored to you.
Right.
That Arrow Video.
All the extras that come with it and everything
Arrow
like
Video,
that, so,
Scream Factory, that derivative of Shout Factory. They put out such nice special editions for all the fans. I mean, everything you'd ever want. And you go online and people nitpick about the transfers and everything, but...
OCD, can you hear that? Oh,
you're really getting some great films.
In the background. Bugles. The music. Can you guys hear the music?
Oh my God, they can hear it. Bugles are playing. Yeah. Video killed the radio star.
Oh
no!
I hope you two don't pick it up. It's way over there on low. I mean,
I'm the one that told him to leave the music on.
Jesus Christ. Dracula has risen from the grave.
Dracula has risen from the grave. It's like one of the later entries, followed by
Captain
Taste the Blood of Dracula, which has Linda Hayden in it, who that's my marriage mulligan when she was younger, Linda Hayden.
Linda Hayden.
Oh, God. I give up everything.
Oh, something about those. I get what you like, those Hammer horror chicks. Mm-hmm.
But really, you know what? Less was more.
Like in King Kong.
Yeah.
She was beautiful. The
Fay
original.
Fay
Ray, the original.
We only talk about the originals.
The original King Kong.
My favorite movie of all time.
There's a scene in there where she's just... It's pre-code because, she's not...
Is it when she's on the boat?
Yeah, and it's...
And she's doing the screen test? Is that what you're talking about? The big billowy dress?
Yes. And her back's all bare and she's... Beautiful. I mean, that is what I dig, man. I love that,
We agree, man. She is the #1 scream queen of all time.
It is just... They're beautiful.
They are.
And it's just that time period in the...
Right.
I don't even know how to explain it.
It just seemed like things were less complicated.
Right. It's just beautiful.
And that's really what I like. So I can talk about those films till the cows come home.
Fuego says, I keep waiting for Cemetery Man. Awesome film. I'm still waiting for it in HD.
Cemetery Man. I've seen that. That's a pretty cool flick. I can't remember the dude's name that's in it. He's somewhat famous and been in the shit.
He also says, I still love me some Jessica Lange.
From the King Kong remake.
Yeah, but
Dewan.
She's not Fay Ray, man.
She's not Fay Ray.
Although everybody likes different things, so I mean it just depends.
I mean, there's some people who that's
Jessica
their version
Lange's
of King Kong, but it's like for me,
pretty hot.
There's no dinosaurs in it.
Oh,
there's no dinosaurs in it. It's just friggin' boring to me. And that's one that hasn't come out on Blu-ray here for the fans of that film. You can get it in other countries and it's region free, but it'd be nice to be able to go to the store and pick it up here.
Yeah. And
Peter Jackson just made his love letter to King Kong. Whatever. I saw it once or twice, and I don't ever have to watch it again. But I mean, I don't need 3 hours to tell me the same kick-ass story that's in an hour and 40 minutes.
No, I hear you. One old classic horror movie that I always love to watch around Halloween is stars Bela Lugosi. It's called The Return of the Vampire. Yeah, it's very atmospheric and just a fun movie. A horror game.
Yeah. I don't believe he's. I don't know if is he reprising Count Dracula. I don't think he's reprising Count Dracula. It's a different name.
Right.
Yes.
Another.
I remember seeing that. I think they showed that on Superhost when I was a kid. I remember that. I love White Zombie. I think after Dracula, probably my favorite films.
Joey Cage is here. D-Dog. What's up, man?
Island of Lost Souls and White Zombie.
Nice to see you here. Nice to see you here. Yeah, Ben Grimm
Black
says...
Cat, which we did.
Black Cat, yeah.
Black Cat with Boris Karloff.
Yeah, we try shaking it up and doing different things every now and then.
That's a cool
We get in the mood for the old ones, and we get in the mood for
I'm always
80s
in the mood
cheese.
For the old ones.
Then we get into Hammer horror, so,
I'm always in the mood.
Ben Grimm says...
Ben Grimm!
Watching some Twilight Zones lately. They were so good.
Oh.
I mean, come on. I mean,
rare that you got a bad one, especially in the first season. I mean, fantastic.
There's not even much to say. I've got 23 DVDs with every episode on there. And I go through them.
That's another good Blu-ray set that you can get for a pretty good price, all 5 seasons.
Dark Shadows?
Oh.
Any Dark Shadows fans?
We are huge
Dark Shadows old fans. Series on TV.
I have the big, you can go on Amazon.
Oh,
not the Tim Burton crap. I remember me and my sister, we took my mom to go see that. And the only part I liked was the part that had Alice Cooper in it. And when the 3 of the original actors walked in the party, it was Barnabas, Jonathan Frid, David Selby, and Lara Parker.
Right.
So you got to see them again. But I used to watch that with my mom when they showed it on Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah.
And
I've got every one of those.
I've got the big coffin box set that came with the autograph picture.
That is so awesome.
Handwritten autograph by Jonathan Frid.
Speed of Sound, Eric from the Death Twitch from Speed of Sound. What's going on, Eric? Nice to see you in here, man. Dr. Metal Freak, you know who would be worst love interest for King Kong is Megan Fox. Oh my God!
What happened to that girl?
Isn't she married to Brian Austin Green, or did they probably divorce?
David Silver.
David Silver.
She married David Silver.
From Beverly Hills 90210.
One of my wife's favorite shows.
Oh my God!
You know what's sad is when your wife likes a show so much and has watched it so many times.
That we even mentioned.
Like if she's watching an episode and I walk in, I know what's going on.
Yeah.
Because I've seen them too.
Yeah.
But when you got Tiffany,
Joey Cage, old school, Eric.
Old school. That's all we like, man. No school. Yeah. That's why there's the phrase. There's no school like the old school. There's a reason why that phrase exists.
Yes.
There's no phrase. There's no school like the new school.
No.
No one says that.
It's old school.
You know why? Because the old shit was better.
Hell yeah.
Because it was newer, it was fresher,
straight,
and it hadn't been seen before.
Hadn't been seen before.
That's why it's better.
Yeah.
What else?
What we got going on over there?
We got Jimmy Buffett, man.
Jimmy Buffett. Oh.
This guy built a whole career on
got
2 songs.
Got Sirius on in the background.
2 songs.
Oh, and his whole
I know fans will say, oh, there's this song, this song,
there.
this song. I mean, and I kind of feel that way about Blue Oyster Cult. People think they only got 3 songs, and I say, no, they've got about 8, 15 albums of great songs.
Exactly. No, I know.
There you go. Teach them.
So, yeah, I mean, we're...
What else they saying, man? I want more questions. I want to know.
How to serve, man.
I think they like hearing my opinions on everything, whether I know what's going on or not.
Lots of laugh. High five to all my old peeps. That's right, Eric. Speed of Sound. Speed of Sound, Eric from the Duck Twitch. He started
he's got a new one.
Started a channel called Speed of Sound where he plays music, kind of like a radio station. He'll sit there and just play music.
You playing that new Ghost song, Rats?
He did a reaction video to Ghost. Ted's a big Ghost fan. New album. He was
June
just showing.
1st. Yeah, we watched the video on Saturday.
The cloak is gone, and
Cardinal Copia.
He's got these hollowed out eyes, and
I love
Eric,
Ghost. I love
check out
Ghost
the new
so
album,
much.
I guess, of Ghost.
And I tell you what, it's the only band in probably the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Besides maybe Nightwish. I like Nightwish, but they're kind of, Nightwish. It's the only band that I get excited when they're going to put a new record out. And when there's a new promo video or, a behind-the-scenes video. I watch it all. I'm so into them. And I'm so glad I got to see them before they won a Grammy, before people started knowing who they were.
Yeah.
I got to see them in concert.
Oh, I heard you talking about them for years.
It was the most awesome concert. I was right up
Joey
in front.
Cage says, how come you guys ain't drinking? I've never drank in my whole life. And, believe that or not. And it's only because I didn't want to become an alcoholic.
But no, I don't really. Ever since I had 3 kids, I don't really have any taste for alcohol anymore because I don't have any other reason to make myself more tired.
When you grow up,
I'm exhausted every day
and see how their world crumbling down.
Doesn't help.
Kept me away from it. So,
but
hey,
every so often I will go to my Mexican restaurant and order the big monster.
Yes, you
margarita
on your birthday.
And there's a picture somewhere. You got it, I think, with me with the sombrero on, just like
throwing.
Hey, I'm wearing a Ghost shirt in the picture.
Oh. I think he had a Ghost shirt on
in that picture.
Last video we did too. I forget what you gave.
I have 2 of the same one.
Why don't you wear late horse?
No, it wasn't laying on the thing by my bed.
I gotta get one.
I just grabbed the first shirt that I saw.
Yeah. See this.
This is the one I wore Saturday.
This thing here, the Late Horror Show. We got a T-shirt.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Once we get going again, I'll have some merch starting up.
Merch,
man! I'm going to get a T-shirt. But Ted's got the T-shirt. It looks awesome, man.
Yeah, I got it for my birthday. It was a great gift.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Let's see. 70s Italian horror also, and Spanish Italian.
Spanish Italian, I would know the the Blind Dead movies, Tombs of the Blind Dead, Return of the Blind Dead, all those. Night of the Seagulls.
Well, now
Ghost Galleon.
Now they're all talking music here, real quick.
Oh yeah, anybody else like Ghost?
Well, Fuego, I think is he's a musician, so he says Nightwish with the new singer. The last few records not quite as good. I don't know if you know who they are. I haven't heard of Nightwish.
Nightwish, they're a symphonic heavy metal band out of Finland.
Okay.
They're a great band. Their original singer Tara Trunen was fantastic. Her voice was beautiful, still is. Then they got a girl Annette Olsen, who I saw her live. I mean, just she couldn't pull off the older material.
When we doing the shirtless stream, says Eric.
And the new singer, I guess if they have to replace Tara, Fleur's the next best choice. I do like the new record, but it's still not as good as the
Eric,
old records.
I love. You should go back to some of the old commentaries. If you ever see Ted in a Superman tank top,
there's always a nip slip.
There's also his nipple's always out sometimes during the whole show. I'm like going, what the hell? It's funny though. Jeff Floyd says 1972 Vampire Night Orgy, Black Sabbath, Dr. Blood's Coffin.
Some films. Well, Black Sabbath is an anthology film. The other 2 I haven't seen.
Kind of hammer horror-ish there. With
Black Sabbath, it's like Boris Karloff. Yeah. He hosts it. It's on one of them things you can watch. I don't know if it's on Netflix. It might be on Hulu or something.
It's out there.
But it's there. It's a classic. It used to be on late night TV. You used to be able to see that on TV.
I like Nightwish new and old. Cool.
Yeah. I mean, usually, as far as
Ghost is catchy.
As soon as you go over into like the Scandinavian countries, there's 8 billion heavy metal bands.
Oh, yeah.
There are more heavy metal bands in Scandinavian countries than anywhere else in the world. And you can sample them all, and a lot of them start to sound the same after a while. Nightwish is kind of like, the king of the symphonic metal bands. Yeah. But there's lots of other ones that are good too. I like Within Temptation, and there used to be a band called
The Temptations?
Within Temptation. Oh. They were good until they started putting like rappers in their last record or whatever. Had a rapper on it, and I didn't even.
Too much
no more. Then you got the Bee Gees. Next to the Beatles, who sounded better than the Bee Gees together, man?
Oh my God, the Bee Gees.
But they got a little advantage because they related, but
they helped Dolly Parton sing 9 to 5. Or was that Kenny Rogers?
Dude, I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever.
I remember seeing 9 to 5 maybe once or twice on HBO as a kid.
But... Oh my Lord! You know what? I think we're about ready to end this thing.
Are we, man?
Yeah.
I'm having such a good time with you guys.
Well, we're going to have just as much fun next week when we do Nosferatu,
I just like bullshitting.
I do too.
I like arguing with people and bullshitting with people and talking about ghosts. And
did you guys enjoy the comeback here with the new set? And I can speak up a little bit more. I mean, that kind of hurt our Yeah, they didn't hurt it, but you got to watch what you say when you're.
His kids weren't too far away from where we were doing the show,
so
I couldn't cut loose.
Yeah,
we couldn't have watched Pink Flamingos in front of that.
No, we couldn't have.
Oh man, like your 9-year-old walking by getting traumatized.
Oh my God, Fuego's throwing out a whole mess of stuff. Arch Enemy, In Flames, The Haunted, Soilwork, At the Gates, Opeth, whatever, Children of.
Meshuggah, I see there, Children of Bottom.
Yeah, Meshuggah, yeah.
Arch Enemy, yeah. I mean,
see, Fuego.
Arch Enemy, especially, I dig Arch Enemy.
He's a big, heavy.
But you know what though?
And Fuego, are you letting goatee grow?
I don't dig her singing. I don't like the growly singing as much. But Arch Enemy's music is so awesome.
I don't like that.
And that's what you get a lot of now. I do like. Maybe that's why I liked Ghost so much when they first hit, because. I kept saying to myself, how much Iron Maiden and Judas Priest can I listen to? I like when I can hear somebody saying, I really get into singers these days.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to have good music.
You get into them?
But if I'm not into a band if I don't like the singer. Okay, let me give you an example. Let me give you an example.
And we're going on anyways, Joey.
No, I'm going on anyway.
He said thanks for the comeback.
Just one example that I think people can relate to.
Yeah.
Van Halen. I don't think they've ever had a good singer. Gary Cherone, I thought, was actually a pretty good singer, but he wasn't popular.
My Cherone?
No, Gary Cherone.
Oh.
But I don't think David Lee Roth's a good singer, and I've got the records, and I've seen him live.
Yeah.
But he's a great showman. He can get a crowd going like nobody can.
Dang.
And you just like him.
Yeah.
All right? He seems like a cool guy that you want to go and, smoke cigarettes with or something. In the back of the school. I don't like Sammy Hagar's voice. I don't like any of Sammy Hagar's music very much. I think he's a cool guy, but his music's just not my thing.
OCD Horror, yes.
So
this.
I think
both great. Thank you, man.
Van Halen could have been a great band if they just had a better singer.
But they were still a great band. David Lee Roth was great.
He's just not a great singer. And no one's going to come on here and tell me he's a great singer.
No, but Ted, you don't need to be
That's
a great singer.
That's why I don't dig him as much.
You don't need to be a great singer to be a great band.
You got to have something. No, I'm just saying that's what I like.
Most of these people...
I get into a singer.
Come out.
You got to have good music, but I like singers.
Yeah.
I really like singers.
You like singers?
I do. Like when the bands that I like a lot, I was
trying to think of a singer.
No, I'm just saying the bands that I really like, I really dig the singer or how the singer sings.
Right. Or sing the singer.
Like I'm not going to sit here and say Alice Cooper's a great singer.
What?
He can't sing really great, but I like his voice with the music. Yeah, I mean. They're a great party band, but
Eric says I can't stomach Sammy Hagar.
Exactly. I mean, I just think they never got that great singer. And look, the band has just gone to waste for so many years.
What?
Gone to waste.
Yeah. Well,
you had Eddie
drugs and alcohol played a part there.
I think he's pretty clean now, and I saw them on their reunion tour when they came around.
How old is the guy? Scenes. I mean, so let's get a new singer again?
No, I'm just saying there were a lot of years in between. When they could have done something.
When they were on the wagon or off the wagon.
Either that or just being pissy with everybody. Yeah. I mean, you had a guitar player who had so much talent.
No.
And, I've seen interviews with him. He tore guitars apart. It's like he had the sound in his head, what he wanted to sound like. Now we have pedals. We can make it sound like that.
Right.
But he didn't have that. So he took all these classic guitar bodies and things and just ripped it apart and just tried to figure out a way to make it sound the way he wanted it to sound until he did it.
Right.
And, you know, now you got a pedal that makes it sound like that. But he invented that.
Yeah.
And there's so much
Eddie
talent.
Van Halen, man.
You know, technically and, you know, as a guitarist as well. So,
yeah.
But, you know, singer comes first to me. You know, like, I got to like the singing. I got to be able to sing along with the
I'm
guitar.
more of an alternative guy. The Cure.
Yeah, but you like,
Echo
okay.
and the Bunnymen.
But don't you like, you know, Robert Smith's voice? I mean, it's like the best part of the music.
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But he doesn't have a great voice.
But it's great with the music.
Voice.
It's great with the music.
I agree. 100%.
I mean, he's changed band members. I mean, the band, the Cure band that's on the last record.
Robert Smith is
the
Cure. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you could put any musicians in there.
Yeah.
But if he's not singing those songs, it just doesn't sound right. That's what I'm talking about. You know, you got to have a... It doesn't have to be... Like I said, Alice Cooper, I think he can sing.
Right.
Because I've heard him sing.
Oh, yeah.
But I like his voice with the music. So, it fits.
Plenty of these guys sound like shit.
And what I was getting is just some of the more...
But recording, they do great.
I like clean lyrics more than the growling kind of lyrics with my heavier music.
You're Finnish.
But
Swedish.
There are some bands that I do like. I like Dimmu Borgir, stuff like that. I mean, if you
like Dimno Burgers,
you don't listen to the same kind of music
Dimno
you listen
Burgers?
to. You don't know what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying is, you know, after the show, I'll play you a song. But you know,
LCD.
But some of the music, like I said, Arch Enemy and stuff, the music is fantastic. You know, I like the vocals a little cleaner.
9 Inch Nails, yep, very cool.
We saw them.
Yes,
they opened up for Bowie.
Hell yeah, we saw
ages
them.
ago.
David Bowie tops.
That was a great show.
Oh my god!
Because I remember
I've been getting
Bowie came out and
early
sang,
David Bowie. Oh my god!
Bowie came out and sang. I forgot what was
That's
it. Hurt?
An artist, man.
Was it Hurt or something? He sang with with 9 Inch Nails,
right?
And then they all went into like David's band. You know, was behind the curtain, and they all went into Scary Monsters, and then 9 Inch Nails faded into the background where they belonged.
Awesome. Yes.
And then we just watched Bowie.
Yes, that was awesome.
That was a good show.
Oh my god. Okay, Ted, we're going to end this because it's getting late here.
But we've got 12 watching. We've only lost 6. We had 18 at
I'm going to end this, but Ted thinks about Nevermore, my favorite metal band.
Oh, yeah. That's another one. That's another good band. They're good.
Yeah, Ted
check them out.
Okay,
I like a lot of them.
Well, hey, thank you everybody for stopping by, man. All my horror friends, you guys all know who you are. From Fuego,
my throat is dry,
to OCD, to Doc, to Eric. You guys all know who you are. Thanks for showing up, man. We had fun doing the stream. Started out as a test. We were going to do a Pink Flamingos commentary.
It turned out to be even better.
Turned out to be an even better stream. So I know the internet's working here. Everything's streaming good. So yeah, we'll be back next Monday around the same time, live, and we'll be doing Nosferatu 1979.
Try to watch it. It's on.
Yes.
I'll tell you what. If you've got the app Tubi TV on like your Roku or put it on your phone, you might have to watch a little bit of a commercial, but it's on there, so you can watch it for free.
Awesome, man. So yeah, I thank you guys all. You guys all know Dracula says I have great taste. Thanks for the show, guys. Hey, I knew you were there, Dracula. Knew you were there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for showing up. And
I know there's other shows out there that are probably running live now too, so we appreciate it.
Yeah, if you want, go over to Horror Addicts right now. They're streaming.
They still talking.
They're streaming Watch with me. I forget what movie they're doing, but they're streaming right now. So go do that. Love you all. Keep it real, man. And until next week, I'll see you guys later, right?